Well, you mentioned Jordan Lawrence. He is right now the number one rusher in District 10 by 10 yards over the guy from McDowell, Bonsall, I think it is. So we'll see where they end up. Offense looked pretty good. Corbett had a 65-yard run off the left side, I think, right side. Charlie Blum threw his first career touchdown, 21-yarder to Austin Fiskus. Corbett also had 113 yards rushing. Any other bright spots on offense you saw?
Just the offensive line again. Between Egger and Corbett all year long, we've had 100-yard rushers. Here and there, we've broken some big plays. It's just sometimes we get in the habit of fumbleitis or an interception stalls. A lot of turnovers have stalled drives where these guys have actually done their job and moved the ball. So the offensive line has done fairly well for us this year. We're almost at 1,000 yards rushing as a team between Egger and Corbett, and a couple other guys that have contributed.
Special teams, your special team returner Tommaso Clemente, they kicked to him once. He almost broke one. Then they started kicking it to Aiden Corbett a few times, but who also had some nice returns. Anything else on special teams that stood out?
No. Tommaso, again, he has the breakaway speed. If he follows his blocks and returns correctly on what we try to do, it's almost to the house almost every time when he actually runs it the right way and you get to speed on the outside and goes.
Health of the team this week?
We're banged up a little bit. We had some JV guys, actually. We went to Meadville yesterday. They got a couple of our younger guys got hurt. Got one guy right now. We're waiting to hear on concussion protocol, different things like that. That's a varsity guy, so we'll see what's going on. Don't really know about what all's there. It's the end of the year. Got some bumps and bruises. Guys are nursing them a little bit more than they should be, I think.
A lot of penalties, a lot of mental penalties, I would say. We talked about it off air, but how do you get these guys to control their head and their actions during the game to not get the stupid penalties?
It's a constant conversation that we're having all year long, and the kids know it, and they understand it, and then they forget about it. It's literally just the day and age that I think we're dealing with as far as the kids that we have going on. They understand it. You come over and you have a conversation with them after they commit the penalty or whatever, and they're beating themselves up because they know they shouldn't have done it. But it's just trying to get it in their heads. Let's just not have the behavior so we don't get the reaction of a penalty when you have that behavior. And it's a work in progress is all I can say. It's trying to get these kids to understand, to keep their heads, keep their sportsmanship under control, and do what they need to do. And Friday was just not a good example of some different things that we've been trying to practice and what we've been trying to preach. Overall, the senior night, a lot of high emotions, that kind of stuff. The last time the kids were on the field, and they literally felt like things were being taken away from them, and I get it and I understand that.
Okay. Well, this week it's on the road for the final game of the season. 7-2 Northeast Grape Pickers, coached by Chris Grakowski. Last week they beat Fairview 47-7. Some of the players to keep an eye on: quarterback/running back Bryson Galloway, former Warren Dragon Ethan Ringer, and their wide receiver Carter Crozier. How do you contain these guys? I think if you contain Galloway, you contain everybody.
Ultimately, yes, Galloway's the guy you got to stop right now. Of course, our kids and Mr. Ringer, they have the personal history off and on here, so they have a little. Last year, there was a little bit of influence and whatnot on trying to stop him, but he did his job, and I think last year's game was 28-14. We had the lead, I think, going into the half last year, and then they ended up breaking out and coming back, scoring 20-some-odd points, answering in the second half. Hopefully, the same type of game this year where the score's a little bit reversed and we come out on top. I think our kids have the ability. It's just the execution that we've been dealing with all year. Hopefully, game 10, we actually shine through and execute the way we know we can.
Okay, now, 5 words to sum up the season.
Work in progress, still ongoing.
That's 6, but we'll give it to you. We'll give you the field goal. In progress.
Still ongoing.
Okay, that's 5.
Yeah, see? Ongoing.
Yeah, Young's old math right there. So, okay, Coach, good luck Friday night. Congratulations on the season. Thank you for letting us be up here to announce the player of the game, plays of the game, to get to know the kids. Senior interviews last week were a whole bunch of fun. Thank you for letting us interact with the team. From all of us at Lily Broadcasting, we thank you. We can't wait to see what's coming up next year. So good luck Friday night.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and we appreciate what you guys do for the Warren Dragons. Thank you.
Okay, with Coach Corbar Cricky, I'm Dave Engstrom. Now let's send it up to the broadcast booth with John Robbins, myself, and Tim Giuliano for the call of tonight's game.
And the call of tonight's game, first time for me to visit this field. It's a nice facility here. We were marveling at the sunset just a few minutes ago, but it is chilly. Actually, for the players, I don't think bad. If you're running around, and it's going to be just about perfect, I would say.
46 degrees, feels like 43. You're supposed to get a low of 42 tonight. Got a nice wind coming off Lake Erie, too. And, yeah, players, it's a whole different breed. Like, you watch the Packers in Ice Bowl 1. There are guys out there, it's 30 below, and they're breathing frost, and they're playing in cut-out short sleeves, and yeah, it's a different breed.
Yeah, I asked a buddy of mine. He played a game in 15 degrees, 20 degrees at Acrisure Stadium where all that wind's coming in from that one open end. And I asked him, "Oh, how are you staying, up and not cold?" He's like, "Well, I play every snap. I'm moving every snap. I'm on kickoff. I'm on kick coverage. I'm on punt coverage. I'm the starting quarterback. I'm also the starting safety." I mean, he's out there every snap. You don't feel it at this point. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they deal with it tonight. I mean, I think it's a little bit colder up here than it is down there on the field.
Yeah.
A little bit windier up here than it is down there.
I'm trying to figure out why the guy ran out with a sledgehammer.
I think that's just for effect.
Effect? Okay.
Maybe a team award.
Is that how you crush grapes? Is with a sledgehammer?
No. Normally they have the people that walk on them, don't they?
I don't know.
If you watch I Love Lucy, they do it with their feet.
I was going to say, don't they do it with the feet?
Funny thing about that, TJ, is during the filming of that scene, she fell and almost drowned.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
The more you know.
I'm full of savantness
and random
trivia knowledge like that, yeah.
Well, the Dragons in a way white with blue pants, and the Grape Pickers have, I guess you would call it maroon or kind of a reddish purple with black and gold.
And their helmets are like a metallic maroon.
It's an interesting color scheme.
It's a wine color.
Yeah, this is the home of the Welsh's grape people, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get some free samples out of them, but this is a beautiful facility. Now we couldn't be so lucky, so we'll just see how the Dragons do tonight. They did lose last year's contest, 28-14 to Northeast, but this is a new season, and they only have one victory all year, so I think Warren will be hungry to get a win, especially against a playoff team.
Yeah, I talked to the kids at practice the other day when I was up interviewing Coach's Corner, and when I interviewed Tage Wyman and Aiden Corbett. You'll hear those interviews at halftime, but their whole mantra for this week was just have fun. It's their last game of the year or of your career. Just go out there and have fun. You know what? Football should be fun, and that's what they're trying to teach these guys. Just go out and have fun. And they were very loose at practice the other day. A lot of laughing, but they're also serious, and I haven't seen that for a long time either. So looks like Warren will defer. Warren will kick off. No, Warren will receive. Northeast will defer.
We'll get the football to start the ball game, and we talked a little bit about gadget plays. If we see any of those, we might see them very early. I've got a feeling that maybe they'll go with something like a flea flicker to start the game off.
I'm going halfback option.
Halfback
because Aiden Corbett ran that play the other day to perfection, and I was all happy. So I'm thinking they're going to put that in the playbook. Remember that? What was it? A couple years ago, we watched. They ran a hook and ladder.
Yep, hook and ladder or hook and ladder. I'm not sure if one's the official and the other is not. But right now we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the kickoff shortly.
This game is being live streamed on 92 Gold. We want to thank our sponsors like Superior Tire Ralph's Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations, specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation, personal care, home-based services, and children's daycare. Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org. A special thank you to our sponsors like Rary's Auto to bring you Warren Football. Need your car door unlocked, your vehicle hauled to your favorite garage, any roadside assistance, or wrecked your vehicle? Call Rary's 814-723-6489. We will get you going. Go Dragons!
I'm Jacob Redder, center for the Dragons football. Now back to the action at Old Ball Yard on 92 Gold WRRN.
We'd like to thank our sponsors like A&B Heating to bring you Warren Football. A&B Heating,
weekly
serving your
specials are
heating,
on
cooling, and plumbing needs since
the area's
1953.
only locally owned supermarket where you find the low prices you want and the friendly service you love come together. For all of your game day needs and your family grocery shopping needs too, come on over to Warren Surefine, where low prices and local friendly service are both winners. Warren Surefine, your hometown supermarket.
Okay, we're back from Northeast Pennsylvania, and the Dragons will get the opening kickoff. We've been musing about the possibility of a gadget play to start the game.
Well, I don't know. Start the game.
Oh, I think it'll happen early. I think first play if we're going to do it.
Yep.
But we're going to find out really quickly
first
here.
play, Tommaso's going to take it the whole way back. So
wouldn't that be nice?
That will be.
Well, that's not a play from scrimmage. That's just a kickoff.
It is a play from my scrimmage.
That's not how that might work. But
Yeah,
sure,
well,
Dave.
Yeah.
You don't make that, I guess.
Yeah,
I
the
guess Dave
kickoff
makes
is
the
a
rules.
totally separate thing from a scrimmage play. Because there's no line of scrimmage.
True.
Which is interesting when teams get together and they scrimmage. They don't have a kickoff. They just put the ball on a certain yard line and go to work.
Yes, they do.
And we're about ready to go to work here in Northeast as Clemente and Corbett are deep. They're going to kick a short one. It will go out of bounds, and the Dragons will have it 1st and 10 on the 35.
Good start for the Dragons, not a good start for Northeast. We were watching the kid kick off during warm-up here, and he was doing some, so he must just shank that one a little bit.
Yeah, I think he was trying to place it toward one of the up men. I'm sure they've seen enough film on Tommaso Clemente to try to keep it away from him. And the Dragons will start 1st and 10 with good field position at the 35-yard line. Quarterback tonight will be, Charlie Blum, number 14.
Yeah, he did pretty good last week, 1 of 5 for a touchdown. First touchdown of his career.
The Dragons are in a power I right now, and they have Clemente split to the far side, I believe, and long count. Blum will pitch it, and this is going to be Corbett, and Corbett is met at the line of scrimmage and thrown backward. Let's see.
They gave him forward progress. No gain.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. And I guess I lost the prediction war there because they didn't do anything fancy.
Nope.
I said, that's why we have Dave Stradamus.
I said play 3, so this is number 2.
Well, they got to get the 3rd down, so.
Yeah.
It'd be a great time to pull out a trick play.
So 2nd. Fourth. They're going to put him in the slot. Kind of an unusual set. They've got it staggered to this side, and they're going to throw to Orth, and Orth is going to be wrapped up and swallowed quickly after a gain of about 2, and that's it.
Good quick hitter. Kind of moves the ball just a little bit, gives them a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, they read the play very well. I have to give them credit. I thought maybe he would be left alone there, but I think the formation gave it away. You don't usually line up with two staggered receivers that close together. So it's third down. Call it about 8.5 maybe.
Yeah, Northeast came off an 8-1 season under Jovan Johnson a couple years ago. Last year they were like 1-8 or 2-8, and this year under Godowski they're like 7-3, I think it is.
All right, full spread formation here, shotgun. Blum waits for the snap. Another long count. And Charlie will drop back, look downfield. He will hit the near receiver. And Corbett juggled it and finally was able to come down with the ball, but that gave them enough time to recover and draw a beat on him. And that's a gain of about 2-3 yards, but they are 5 yards short. It's fourth down.
Yeah, if he would have got that clean and turned and ran, he might have got the first down, but that little pop-up, he's like, had to wait for it to come down. Okay, now what do I do?
Absolutely agree, Dave. He had space on that outside, and he's a good enough athlete to juke and move and create even more and able to get around the outside. Just, as you said, juggled it and hesitated. Can't do that.
No.
Okay, punt formation, and Blum will do the punting for the Dragons. He's had some really good kicks of late, and they're showing like they want to come after this one. They have one guy back deep to receive. That's it. Long count again, and Blum's going to kick an end over end, and it is going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line. And nice return so far, and the Dragons finally get him and bring him down at the 36-yard line. We'll try to identify the ball carrier here.
I think that was good contain on the near side. They could have reversed field, and he would have been up and gone, but they were able to swarm back to the ball even though he reversed field.
Yeah, if he would have kept going toward the
I
Dragon side, he had a lot of space. I think he got turned around a little bit and came back this way, and that's where it all closed in on him.
Carter was the receiver, and he tried to dance his way out of it, unable to. Good coverage, kick coverage by the Dragons. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Great Pickers of Northeast. They'll come out in a pistol formation, and Bryson Galloway, the quarterback, and we've got a whistle before a snap.
Looks like an equipment issue. They're setting off.
One guy on, bring a guy on. Could be the shoes. Oh, hot pink looking.
And number 0, which do not have on the roster.
Nope, it's something with his knee pads.
And they snap, and it'll be a sweep to the left. And a nice hole opens up, and it will be a 1st and 10 in Dragon territory at the 38-yard line.
Pascal Laporte.
Laporte was the ball carrier.
He wasn't even on our radar.
No, he was not. And he got a nice pickup for Northeast on that play. So they're in business 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of Dragons. No score yet. Early going. Final game of the season here for the Warren Dragons. And Northeast will send 2 receivers to this side of the field. And this time, Galloway throws deep. He's got a man wide open, and it will be a touchdown. That was Carter Crozier, and the Dragons did not have anybody on him. I think Minio was the closest guy there, and they get a score. And I thought we had a power outage for just a second here, but we did not.
It's a celebration. I was like,
celebration.
what's going on? That's pretty cool when you can do that.
Yeah, that was an unusual.
The Meadville guy said in his interview last week after their game is they watched film and they saw the right side of our defense and they just picked it apart. And I think that's what Northeast did. That right side guy.
Yeah, nobody was covering them at all. And here's the PAT. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So we have 8:41 remaining in the first quarter, and the score is Northwestern 7, Warren
this game
nothing.
Is being live streamed on 92 Gold's Facebook page, courtesy of the Rouse Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations, specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation, personal care, home-based services, and children's daycare. Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org.
Josh Benag is the kicker for North. I keep wanting to say Northwestern. That's another team.
I was going to say
in this area.
Northwestern, Northeast. You're going all the cardinal directions.
Yeah, you're going to Albion on that one.
Southwest, southeast. I think you covered it all.
Yep, we are very close to the Lake Erie shoreline right here. And my first trip to Northeast ever.
TJ, you want to go take a dip?
Maybe next summer. Tonight, All right, low kick. It will be fielded by Corbett. And he's got the ball high and tight, but the ball, he held on to it. A second that it popped out, but it did not. And he returns to the line. And let's see where they'll spot this.
Coach Cricky did bring that up in the coach's corner about the fumbling issues they've had all year. Nice to see him run through a couple tackles, and be able to still hang on to the football.
Yep.
I was going to give him a more favorable spot than the officials will, but they'll put it at the 25-yard line, I do believe.
And there's a hold against Warren, so that'll take it back 10 yards.
Something we can ill afford, but
yeah, like we said, TJ, they went from 0 penalties against Oil City to all the penalties last week.
So they'll march off 10 yards as there was a hold on the kick return. And Warren will start from the 15. So Warren will come out in the pistol formation. Waiting for the snap is Blum. And Charlie will get it and hand the ball off, and that is Barnes, and he gets nowhere. As a matter of fact, he'll lose some yardage. Crozier on the defensive side made the tackle. This kid has so far been the player of the game for Northeast.
He said he is their leading receiver. I think he's just over 600 yards, receiving yards.
Having a breakout performance defensively, at least.
Yeah.
Yep. It is second down, and they lose, let's call it 2 yards on the play, so 2nd and 12. We need to get to the 25-yard line to sustain this drive. So Orth will go to the far right, and they will run out of the power I this time. And they snap it, and Blum is going to fake the pitch and run it on his own. He eludes one tackler and then another, and finally brought down. He got about 5 on that play. I thought he was going to be nailed for a loss for a second.
I was watching the fake pitch over there. I'm like, oh, he's got some running room. And then you said Blum kept it.
Yeah, he did. That was a great fake.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe it's probably the gadget plays we were talking about.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. Maybe they'll save that for the second quarter because they know what's coming up.
Oh,
that's right. We'll have John Robbins doing play-by-play for quarter number 2 here, and I am really looking forward to listening to John.
You guys haven't heard. I always forget
the poetic stylings.
Not heard me do play-by-play.
Nope.
It's a new one.
Okay, it's a power I formation again for the Dragons. Corbett is deep. And Charlie drops back, and he's feeling the heat, gets away from the rush, lets it fly. He's got a receiver, and it is caught by Sensenig. Sensenig to the 40 and taken down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
and he's got a first down.
Northeast receiver tipped that, TJ, and Sensenig just kind of looked up and saw it come down right in his hands. He goes, I better run.
Look what I found.
Yeah, nice pass by Charlie, too.
That was. He got it to him, and it wasn't a bad defensive play. He just knocked the ball up long enough for Sensenig to recover and figure out where it was at and make the catch, and we've got some rain falling.
There's a conversation on the far side.
I have a lot of those cartoons, by the way. The far side.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Looks a lot worse than it feels right now, but that could change.
And here's the call.
Oh boy.
That's against Warren.
So I'll back that up.
We'll back everything up here. to get out from underneath the rain.
Run for our lives.
Yeah.
I'm made of sugar. I can't be left out in the rain.
Okay, it is a 1st and 10. There was a penalty on the play that places it at the Dragon 49-yard line. But a big gain nonetheless, and they give the ball to Corbett. Corbett is running down the middle.
He's got a lane. He's going to go.
He will score. And Aiden Corbett gets the first Dragon touchdown of the evening. That was a beautiful hole that the offensive line opened up. I mean, there was one hand touched him, and then he was gone.
Yeah. Like I asked him during, and you'll hear that on the interview coming up at halftime. I said, what goes through your mind just before the handoff? And he said, I'm looking at the line to see who's there and what hole I'm going through and who I may have to run over or get by to make where I need to go.
And Blum will try the point after as Corbett is going to lead the field.
How far that was, John?
49 yards.
Nice.
49-yard touchdown.
Halfway to 100.
And Blum's kick will be no good. It was wide right.
Wide right, yep.
Oh, if you're Bill.
That was a cheap one.
Well, nothing. I like Buffalo. I felt bad when Norwood missed that field goal. Anyway, we have 6:24 remaining in the first quarter. The score is now Northeast 7 and Warren 6.
A special thank you to our sponsors like Mattress and More to bring you Warren football. Stop in for truckload savings on our greatest selection of mattresses like Recliners Auto to bring you Warren every season. Is your car door unlocked? Located in your Warren, PA. Any roadside assistance or wrecked your vehicle? Call Raries 814-723-6489. We will get you going. Go Dragons!
I'm Brady Sheen, quarterback for the Dragons football team. Now more gridiron action on 92 Gold WRRN.
We're back. Ball game 7-6 here in the early going. And is this the first time the Dragons have scored in the first quarter this year?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this could be also the first game where we had the same player going back-to-back on a 100 yards game.
You're right.
100-yard rushing.
What did he have last week?
113.
Yep. Okay.
And I think he's got 52 right now, maybe 49. I know he has at least 49.
Well, we hope he gets more like that. That was a great run and superb blocking to Springham as the Dragons do the job on offense. And Blum's kick is going to hit about the 12-yard line. It will be a middle return. And, Bleach had a chance. Is number 7, and that's Jaden Whitman. And he makes a nice return out of that. I thought for a second Bleach was going to nail him. Bleach is a big hitter, but nice fake on the part of Whitman. So 1st and 10 for Northeast. They trail by 1 point. It is raining here in Northeast Pennsylvania.
It's not, it's kind of like the annoying rain.
I don't know much rain that isn't annoying when you're up here like this. Okay, 1st and 10. Grape pickers. And they will go from a pistol formation. The quarterback is Bryson Galloway. And he's going to hand the ball off up the middle, and he gives it there to number 35?
24.
24,
Ringer.
That's Ringer, the ex-Warren Dragon.
Yep.
And he picks up about, 6 maybe.
I think he has just about 460 yards on the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's, I remember him when he was a freshman at Warren, and he showed some potential there. Obviously, he's in the starting lineup, so they sent trips out to the left right now. This time they're going to pitch it, and this is going to be a Ringer again. 1st down and more, and driven out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Several Dragons in on the tackle. And making the stop for the Dragons, or leading the charge there, was Oyola, number 52. 1st and 10 for Northeast. And they will run out of the pistol formation again. Hand off up the middle, and it's Ringer, and 3 Dragons take him down after a gain of about 5. In on the stop for Warren, number 64, Harkins.
Yeah, you can tell Harkins out there with those big pink socks on.
Yep, and Wyatt Stearns has some pink socks as well.
Yep.
So the Great Pickers break the huddle, and they will show up with 3 receivers on this side of the field. And Galloway waits for the football, drop back, looks downfield, is flushed out. He's going to try to scramble a little bit, throws the ball. It is had a receiver there, Crozier, on a button hook pattern, and he was unable to hold on. That was kind of a dart.
If he would have caught it, he would have been gone to the end zone. Just one inside is good enough athlete to get upfield and score.
Yeah, Warren almost had him in the backfield too. The blitz was coming, and
tremendous blocking.
Yeah, he eluded that.
Yeah, this kid, you can tell the quarterback is an athlete, and he moves around quickly. He has yet to carry the ball on his own, though. It is a 3rd down, and they need to get to pretty close to the 30-yard line to make a first. Galloway drops, steps, throws, and I don't think his receiver ever looked back, but I'll tell you what there, number 8, Menial, had a chance to take that one back all the way if he catches it.
He catches it. He's got a lot of open territory open real estate, I should say. But yeah, you were right, TJ. He never looked.
If somebody was going to catch that, they were either going for 6 one way or 6 the other way.
Right.
That's exactly right.
That was a real 50-50 who was going to that play, but
brings up 4th down.
The other Dragon, and I thought maybe he would have had a chance too, but neither one of them got the ball.
So they're going to go for it.
Oh, why not? You're inside the 40. And they'll roll Galloway out this side of the field. He looks, throws, has a completion. That's a 1st down. And getting all the way inside the 15-yard line is number 4, Logan Lattimore.
Big tight end.
Okay, so he's 4. He used to be 51, and we're going to have to change that.
Yeah, he put a couple hits on some of the would-be tacklers.
Yeah, he showed some strength and power on that run.
You gotta have confidence in your tight end receiver when you're 4th and 6. Your own to run a play like that. Plus confidence in your quarterback.
Okay, 1st and 10 now for Northeast. 3 receivers bunched up here. I'll call it a diamond formation. It looks like that, and this pass is complete. It was a flat pattern, and did he get into the end zone?
Nope. Looks like he got to the 1.
We have a touchdown, and it is official.
Nice little swing pass to the left-hand side.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who that was. I think it was 14.
Good arm
That'd be
talent
Dylan Rogers.
On that throw, getting it to the outside. I mean, that's what they talk about with arm talent. You can have all the power in the world to go downfield, but if you can't get those easy out routes that go for 5 yards, I mean, it's difficult to throw the football like they do.
That it is. Extra point is good. And so Northeast answers back with the score with 3:32 remaining. The score 14-6 in favor of the Great Pickers.
We'd like to thank our sponsors like A&B Heating to bring you Warren Football. A&B Heating, serving your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs since 1953.
Game on.
All right, the Dragons trail it now by 8 points, 14-6 after that rather brief drive by Northeast. And
now we
so
need the Dragons to answer.
If we can answer back on this particular possession,
right,
it's going to send a message to them that they're going to be in for a long night. If we don't and we give up the ball, since they have the momentum at the moment, that could be very pivotal. So let's see how this particular possession turns out for the Dragons. Low line drive kick, and Warren will field it at about the 12. And Corbett makes a nice move out to the 20-25, and they throw him out of bounds, and then they throw him down, and that should get a flag, but it's not going to. I thought that was a bit late.
I thought so too, because he was standing almost to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, he was way out of bounds, and they still were spinning him around, but he's okay, and the Dragons will start 1st and 10.
Nick Hoffman not with us tonight. He is on assignment, so we hope he's doing well. He'll be back with us for basketball season.
Yes, he will.
Which starts December 2nd, so join us for that, girls and boys.
He'll be here before you know it.
Yes, it will.
All right, power I formation for the Dragons right now. Corbett is the deep back. And Blum under center. And Charlie is going to give to Corbett. And nice sidestep move. He's still on his feet. And 3 or 4 black shirts drag him down after gaining about all that in a yard and a half. That's about it.
Turn nothing into something there.
Yeah. Just a reminder, a week from tomorrow, we set our clocks back 1 hour. November 1st.
I was trying to figure out when that was.
Yeah, November 1st. Well, 2 in the morning, so it'd be November 2nd. But
I'll set my alarm for 2 a.m.
Yeah, sure you will.
Just set all the clocks in the house, TJ.
Yeah, I like the fall back part because I relish the extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, but then your body can't catch up.
Or mustard. Okay, power I formation and hold everything. We've got whistles. And Barnes is coming over to the Dragons sideline. I don't know if they're going to make him sit a play or what, or was he extra? No, it wasn't extra.
Knee pads.
Yep.
The second one of those tonight we've had.
Yeah.
And, okay, so the reserve fullback for the Dragons is that Raphael? 38. We'll have to find out who that is. Corbett eludes a tackler, and that was more or less just a pitch to the right, and he got about 6 or 7 out of that.
I don't know if you saw what I saw. Corbett loaded up the gun. He was going to throw it, but then decided against it when it started closing in on him. He went coming around. He was like, nope.
So that was a halfback option then.
That was going to be, yeah, and he was all ready for it. Like I said, he did that in practice the other day and completed his pass, and he was just like a kid in a candy store.
So you had inside information ahead of time.
Insider trading, yeah. I knew that play was coming.
Okay, well, they have a 3rd and about 3. Power I again for the Dragons. And Blum will hand off. And Corbett, second effort. He's got a first down and almost gets to midfield. He'll probably just be about a nose of the ball shy.
He's laying on it on midfield. He's right on the 50.
He is, and Dragons, impressive running tonight by Corbett.
Yeah.
He's got a long touchdown, a 49-yard jaunt, and he has been steadily muscling his way through, and he's got to be the smallest guy on the field right now.
5 for 64 and a touchdown already. So, I mean,
we'll
he's
take
doing
it.
A good piece of running already. Averaging 12.8 per carry.
Yeah.
So over a first down.
All right, Dragons again in the power I. That, I think, has been overall the most efficient and successful formation we've run out of all year long. Seem to have good things happen when we do that. Blum fakes the pitch, and now he's going to get swarmed under, and Charlie's got nowhere to go. That's going to be a loss on the play of, oh boy. Let's see where they put the ball. 7 yards, maybe 8, maybe longer.
They're at the.
Oh, they're going to give him a
They're going to
benefit
give him
there.
46.
Yeah,
so
you
loss
got that
of 4.
Progress. So I think we're good there.
Well, I'm glad for that because it looked to me like he was going to be, they're going to spot the ball back even further. So the Dragons are facing a second down and about 14. Seems to have stopped raining for the moment.
Yeah, it looks more favorable on that backside.
And the Dragons don't have to run a play.
Nope, like we said, coming up at the second quarter, the poetic stylings of John Robbins.
They're going to run it.
They are, and they're not going to get much of anything.
We're going to lose yards on that one. And maybe they should have
25.
waited. Number 25 for the Dragons is Ryder Wagner, and he is a freshman.
Yeah, that's his first carry this year.
Yep, and he got introduced to high school football.
Yes, he did.
Welcome to the varsity. Okay, 1 quarter in the books. John Robbins is calling play-by-play here for you in just a moment.
This game is being live streamed on 92 Gold's Facebook page, courtesy of the Rouse Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations. Specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation,
Dragon football team. He has played all season long right here. 92 Gold.
Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org. A special thank you to our sponsors like Rary's Auto to bring you Warren football. Need your car door unlocked, your vehicle hauled to your favorite garage, any roadside assistance, or wrecked your vehicle? Call Rary's 814-723-6489. We will get you going. Go Dragons!
Okay, we're going to start quarter number 2, and John Robbins will take you through it.
All right, thanks for let me take the reins of this operation. 2nd and 15, following 2 tackles for loss and 1 sack for the Northeast Great Pickers, moving left to right in the second quarter. Warren, I formation, split balance set, 1 receiver either side, 2 in total. Tight end close on this near side, under center Blum. Takes the snap, looks downfield, rolls to his right, steps up in the pocket, throws downfield, has a man in the middle of the field, and it's almost a Great Picker as they go up into double coverage, and that ball falls innocently to the turf, incomplete.
Yeah, Great Pickers down on the field. I don't know who that is, but
well, it's the guy who nearly picked it off.
yeah, he came down and he went down hard.
Well, with the injury timeout, I guess we'll just step away as soon as we come back. So, well, nope, he's already up and walking.
He's up.
Yep, we'll stay right here. I think just got the wind knocked out of him, so only 9 seconds passed in that first play. 14-6 Northeast, leading this one early.
Number 0, and do we have a 0?
I do not see a 0 on the roster.
Neither do I. Let's see if I have another sheet that might indicate who he is. I do not.
So that'll bring up 4th and 15. And more than likely punt formation for the Warren Dragons, a site that we're familiar to this season.
We've punted a lot.
Luckily, we have a good punter, Charlie Blunt.
Yeah, he's hit some really dandy punts. You know, that roll to be about a total of 70 yards.
Looks like Isaac McGuinn back deep to receive. The senior receiver and defensive back. Lum waits the snap. And a little bit arcing, but whistles and flags fly. That'll be a false start against the Warren Dragons, so 4th and 20 now coming up.
So, John, I know this one affects you. Farrell, 22, Cathedral Prep, nothing in the first. Cathedral Prep's playoff lives are on the line for this one.
Farrell, a consistently good program. That does not shock me.
The Cats.
The Steelers.
The Cats.
I'm going to stand up for my Mercer County brethren.
The Farrell Cats.
The Farrell Cats. I'm sure a lot of people have joked to them about that.
Trust me.
Yeah.
There is. And now the second attempt at a punt is Blum. End over end. Yard line will be into the hands of Corbett. 1st and 10, Great Pickers moving right to left in the second quarter.
Another score coming in. Greenville 8-0 over Eisenhower up at the pasture of Payne. I think I got Fort LaBeouf 14, Mercier's Prep nothing. Meadville over Erie High 7-0. And that's about all I got for right now. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that Cathedral Prep score. I think their 27-year playoff streak is on the line tonight.
Well, the streak that they went on after that seemed to turn out pretty well for them. So
True.
It's not entirely a bad thing. Ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, Great Pickers. Pistol set with the halfback a little bit off center behind the quarterback. Takes the snap, looking to the near side, throws, and that one's bent out of the air, incomplete. Intended for Laporte. Maybe 2nd down.
Hayden Raphael with
got the
play
big
to knock
paw
that.
up there.
Yeah. He's a linebacker, and he went in there and jumped up instinctively and knocked the ball down.
Nonetheless, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Warren Dragons. Defense. A stop that would be much needed early in the 2nd quarter.
Agreed.
Once again, that pistol set, balanced with 2 receivers on either side. Galloway awaits the snap, takes it. He'll hand it off up the middle of the field. He'll cut between the guard and the tackle, and he'll be hauled down after a short gain.
Like I said, you stop Galloway, you're pretty much going to stop their offense, because the offense runs through him being the quarterback. And I mean, they do have Ringer and they do have Crozier, but
yep,
you stop Galloway, and Galloway's also their leading rusher, so I don't think he's ran yet tonight.
No, it's not. Gain of 5 on the play for Laporte. So that 3rd and 5, 3rd and a long medium. Saddle back to the far side is the running back, Galloway. Steps, takes a snap, rolls out to the far side. He'll opt to run, tucks under his arm, has a lot of space, and a blocker in front of him gets to the outside. Down at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Great Pickers.
I think I spoke too early.
You said it, and it happened, and he has speed. You could see it there.
He does.
So the 35-yard carry brings up 1st and 10, deep into Warren territory for the Great Pickers. Ball officially placed at the 25-yard line. 10:35 clock rolling, 14-6 Northeast, trying to extend that lead.
Got that extra gear he put himself down into, and the Dragons are seeing a lot of that extra gear this year.
Once again, a pistol set, balanced once again with 2 receivers either side. Galloway settles in, takes the snap, hands it off to Laporte, who gets around the outside, has 1 man to beat, and that is finished off by a blocker, and he rolls into the end zone with ease. The 25-yard scamper for Laporte puts him up by 2 scores.
Kind of getting used to that lights on and lights off celebration thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a Halloween scare show at the beginning when they did it, because I didn't anticipate that.
Well, it's kind of like when we went to Sharon and half the field lights went off, and we're like, okay, what's going on? And
except this is intentional.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ turned off the lights at Sharon. Benang, the right-footed kicker, as the snap is over his head, and he'll have to fall on top of it. So the 2nd special teams blunder by either team tonight, and that will make it only a 14-point difference. So 20-6, 10:07 to go, right here on 92 Gold WRR and home of Warren Dragon Sports.
We'd like to thank our sponsors like A&B Heating to bring you Warren Football. A&B Heating, serving your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs since 1953.
Game on! And the weekly specials are on too at Warren Surefine, the area's only locally owned supermarket where you find the low prices you want and the friendly service you love come together. For all of your game day needs and your family grocery shopping needs too, come on over to Warren Surefine, where low prices and local friendly service are both winners. Warren Surefine, your hometown supermarket.
Hello, everybody. I'm John Roberts, joined by Dave Engstrom and Tim Giuliano here from Northeast High School, or I guess the entire school district, as we said, in the campus of Northeast. Northeast kicking off after their touchdown to go up. 2 scores. That one high, arcing, and will bounce at the 2-yard line, go into the end zone, and will be a touchback.
Yeah, Corbett let it drop. Clemente looked at it. They both thought, we'll take the touchback.
And they will start out at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. As I mentioned, 10 minutes or so to go in the second quarter. So that lives the dream of many.
3.0, here you go. And
Please review on Yelp.
Yeah, those
doing great, John.
Those of you just tuning in, expecting to hear Tim Giuliano. He's
still here.
He's still right beside me. But yeah, we're letting John just take a little play-by-play.
Please, no autographs for TJ. Under center, Blum. I formation, 1 receiver either side. Tight end to the near side. Takes the snap. Will hand it off up the middle of the field. Corbett will get the handoff and try to spin out of the initial tackle, and he will only get 2 yards on the carry.
This is all still part of the what we were talking about last week with TJ and I forget what the word was. Were we gonna give him a change? Redefining him.
Rebuilding.
Rebranding.
That's why this is the TJ rebranding.
Okay.
Corbett's gain was actually 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Dragons. Heavy pistol set. 2 wingbacks on the other side of Blum with behind him. They'll send a man in motion and settle off to the far side. Still in that pistol set, and he'll hand it off to Corbett, who gets tripped up at the first and then brought down by a second contingent of linebackers and defensive ends for the Northeast Grape Pickers. That would be a loss of 1, it appears. So 3rd and 8. A long 8.
Still very manageable.
8:47 clock rolling, 20-6. Northeast leads in the second quarter. John Robinson, Giuliano, and Dave Engstrom. And yes, you are hearing it right. I have taken over the microphone for the second quarter. Shotgun formation, balance set, 2 receivers either side. Side car with Corbett on the far side. Blum takes a snap with drop back, looks to throw, unlocked. Leashes one to the far side. That one is batted up and caught on the far side. Hold in at the 5.
That's the second time that's happened.
What for Charles as he launches down the far sideline.
That is the second time a Northeast player has went to get the catch. It tipped off his hands right into a drag. Very good yardage on it. We'll take that play all year.
48-yard catch and bobble and run.
Bobble.
I think that's the best way to describe it.
There's a bubble in there.
Nonetheless, more importantly, it is 1st and 10 for the Warren Dragons just outside the red zone at the 25-yard line. They'll line up in that I formation they loved all year. Tight end once again to the near side. Balance set. Receiver either.
Charlie definitely showed some arm on that one.
Blum under center. Receives the snap. He'll hand it off to Corbett. Cuts inside, and he'll find nothing but black jerseys in front of him, and he'll be brought down as he just gets to the line of scrimmage.
I believe it was Sensinet who made that catch, which would give him 2 great catches tonight.
Yeah.
That would be correct, TJ.
He was both the recipient of both bobble catches.
We'll take it any way we can get.
So we should have a bobblehead for him.
Yeah, make a bobblehead for Johnny Sensinet.
Johnny Sensinet bobblehead night.
2 catches, 70 yards, and he needs to hit the jugs machine so he doesn't bobble it as much. Maybe
it's not him that's bobbling it. It's the
defensive
defender.
Yeah, second.
Well, the first one was his own that he bobbled.
Well, yeah, he bobbled the first one. The second one, though, I think was pretty. Well, we got the first down out of it anyhow.
I formation will hand it off to the up back, and he'll be brought down after a quick gain.
Yeah, defensive front of Northeast is very solid. They're getting nothing.
So this brings up another pivotal 3rd down, 3rd and 10. 2 rounds. Clock rolling. 20-6 if you're just joining us. Right here on WRRN, 92 Gold. Dave Engstrom's preferred listening station,
Yep.
from what I understand.
Sure. Yep. It's the music of my life.
Blum lines up under center. They set. Takes the snap. They'll flip it to the near side. That one's to Corbett, who throws it downfield, and that one's just off target to the intended receiver, Chris Orth.
Well, we knew it was coming. We just didn't know when, and it was a nice pass by Aiden Corbett. Just Orth was a little stumbly out there, just didn't get a good read on it. But if he would have had a good read on it, it would have been a touchdown. Yes.
Yeah, because he was there, and
I do like that play.
Yeah, I have no complaints.
Because Corbett looked like he was going to run, and all of a sudden he loaded up the arm and let it go.
Halfback option.
Yep.
Hard to tell what they'll go with here. With Blum also being the punter, but it appears they'll go for it. To the near side, trots out Sensening. Kind of an interesting formation with a weird bunch on the far side.
Like a bunch of grapes.
Blum takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket, has time, throws over the middle of the field. That one's thrown towards the dirt, and it'll be incomplete. They'll say it hit the turf before it got into Orth's hands. Or
I don't know.
Nope.
They look like they're spotting it. Yeah.
Yep, that'll be an incomplete. So 1st and 10 for the Great Pickers after that attempt. Man, he had all day back there to throw and just couldn't get it on target to Orth.
It was kind of hard to tell whether he did or did not catch the ball from this angle. I thought maybe he did catch it. But
yeah, tie up from up here.
Have to go to replay.
6:03 to go. I wish we had that capability.
Thread the red flag.
Well, we don't have that capability.
I know.
As much as you wish.
Play it back on the Jumbotron.
Yep.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Great Pickers at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun with a bunch to the near side. One receiver on the far. Takes the snap, trots back. Galloway will step up in the pocket, tries to run away from the pressure and does. Time is quickly expiring for him. A great block, and he'll keep running. He got past the line of scrimmage, so he'll have to tuck it under his arm, and he will. And he turns, and loss of 4 into a gain of 10.
Yeah, Warren defender in on the rush. He just got pancaked.
And completely legal. That was right in the front of his numbers.
Yep.
It looked like Warren was looking for something, but that was completely legal. Right in the front of his numbers. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line after the Galloway scramble.
Yeah, we felt that up here. We're like, oh.
Bryson Galloway only a junior, so he'll have one more year.
Yep, he'll be back. I don't know if they play him next year. I'll have to wait till the schedule comes out.
Yeah, this is the end of the 2-year cycle in the PIAA, so things will be shaken up next year, including region opponents and etc. 3 receivers on the near side, sidecar to the near side with a running back. Galloway takes the snap, rolls up to the near side. He'll throw it on the out route, gets to the outside, has a lot of room in front of him and a couple blockers, cuts inside. He'll run into a linebacker. That was Tommaso Clemente, so make that a defensive back. On the catch was Carter Crozier.
Yeah, Dragons are definitely getting their pressure on the quarterback, Galloway. It's just once he releases that ball and gets it in the hands of his receiver, especially Crozier, he's making things happen and making plays. And he's taking the Dragon defenders with him.
So 1st and 10 now on to the Warren side of the field. Ball at the 45-yard line. Galloway stands at the 50 in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Here's they brought in the tight end up right next to the right tackle. And they'll hand it off up in the middle, and he'll decide to cut back and goes to the far side, and he'll get blown up on the far side. On the carry was Ethan Ringer.
Yeah, that play didn't start out well either, especially because he ran into Galloway, and he's trying to make up, and he got blown up.
He was greeted by several of his ex-teammates.
Yes, he was. With a fine. Hello, hi, how are you?
With authority. 4:48 to go. Clock rolling. 26 Northeast leads this one in the 2nd quarter. 2 receivers on the near side. That sidecar with Ethan Ringer on the near side. Cuts back. Steps up in the pocket. Galloway has time, has a man over the middle of the field. That one's caught in stride. He'll bounce off of Clemente, but Clemente is able to reel him in. And he'll be brought down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Northeast.
They do have that quick strike ability, and you saw it right there.
Exactly. 40-yard completion from the 43 to the 3.
Very windy night here in Northeast.
It's known for its wind.
Yes, it is.
Sets up in the pistol set, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Ringer, who bounces off of a lineman, and he will be into the end zone. Ringer from 3 yards out, and here comes the light show.
Well, you knew Ethan Ringer was going to have a lot of drive to get that one.
At least get one, yeah.
Stick it to the old team, you know.
Yep.
And he got in.
Yeah. Hey, coming up at halftime, the other version of John Robbins, the statistic version, will give you a lot of stats and information about tonight's game. Plus, we have our final senior interview with Tage Wyman and player of the game interview with Aiden Corbett, so stick around for that. Plus, we'll have scores and just talk about some stuff.
And that was a fake, and then roll out to the near side, cuts inside. Galloway in for 2. The 2-yard 2, and that will bring them back to 28-6. So with 3:48 to go in the second quarter, it is great Packers now. WRRN 92 Gold.
This game is being live streamed on 92 Gold's Facebook page, courtesy of the Rouse Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations, specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation, personal care, home-based services, and children's daycare. Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org.
You're listening to Warren Football on 92 Gold.
And welcome back to Northeast Pennsylvania. John Robinson, Giuliano, and Dave Engstrom for the Warren Dragons football season finale. We will have basketball coming up in the next couple of months.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff happening in basketball, John, and we'll talk about during halftime. Some things coming up, so you want to stick around for that also.
So 3:48 to quarter, 28-6. It is all great pickers.
Get time enough, I think, for the Dragons to launch a drive and maybe get some points before halftime.
Yeah, because Northeast gets the kickoff in the second half.
A high end-over-end kick, and that one will end up in the hands of Tommaso Clemente as he'll run up to the near side. Makes his stutter step, gets up to the 30, and wrapped down around the 32. As Ethan Ringer is the one that brings him down.
He took a wicked shot, too.
He got up like, yep, I just did that. He's getting kudos from his teammates. Big hug from coach.
You know how much this game means to him. Ringer will also be back next year.
Yep. I think he'll be a senior next year.
Yep,
yeah.
Him and Galloway.
Yeah.
The 1-2 punch in that backfield. So
Crozier, I think he graduates.
Yep, Carter Crozier.
Yep.
The senior. Back into that I formation. This time the tight end beside the left tackle on that far side. Blum takes the snap, will hand it off to Corbett, who is wrapped down. No, he won't be wrapped down. He breaks free of a tackle, gets around to the edge, and keeps on going.
And there's a flag. A couple flags. Could be a hold on either Warren or Northeast. We're not sure which one they're going to call it on, but somebody's laying on. Holding and
against.
Yep.
So that nullifies the run. So with 3:30 to go, that backs him up. So it's a 1st and 20.
Hold occurred over near the sideline, and when you reach out and grab somebody and try to steer them, They'll call that every time.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy one for him.
Yep.
Now the clock will roll after the penalty. Ball placed at the 22-yard line.
Nice piece of work running there for Corbett to get out of that and gain some positive yards. But all for holding not.
So once again, they line up in that I formation set, but the tight ends to the near side. They'll take a snap. Blum steps up in the pocket. He'll be met by a group of black jerseys, but gets out of there. And I don't know, on the second effort, he'll be able to escape, and he won't be. And he'll be brought down inside. Progress up to the 13.
He looked for a second like he had a little daylight and he was going to get out of there.
Fortunately, he did not after that second flurry of great pickers came to the ball. Good all night at flying up to the football.
I think he was trying to plead his case to the official, saying, look, you blew the whistle, and these guys are throwing me down.
2:20 clock rolling in this first half. So an all backwards for Warren in this drive.
Yep, all started with that penalty. Does it every time.
Takes the snap. Wade has time, throws over the middle of the field to a great picker, not to a Warren Dragon as he returns down the far sideline, cuts inside, and will be brought down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the great pickers after that big-time interception return.
Yeah, I think there's a little push and shove and go. Could have been called pass interference, but they didn't call that.
Charlie kind of floated that, and unfortunately it got picked. There's an old adage, you never pass and you don't want to overthrow a short one.
Nope, and that certainly was true there. And that will result in a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So Northeast quickly back into the red zone, deep in Warren territory, moving right to left in the second quarter. Galloway, shotgun formation. We'll have a running back to his far side, along with that bunch to the far side for the great pickers. One receiver on this near side. Settles in, takes the snap. Rolls to the near side, he'll step up in the pocket, and he'll be hauled down by his jersey.
Yeah, that's how you stop the quarterback. You grab him by the jersey and just don't let go.
It's only a short gain of about 2 or 3, and that will set up 2nd down and long.
I can't remember who we saw for the Dragons 2 years ago. One of the linemen.
I know what you're talking about.
Grabbed
One arm.
Yeah, back by his jersey and just held on and pulled him all the way back.
Well, that was either Barnes or 1 or 2, because there was a 4 on the jersey number.
Yeah.
And that was a nice defensive play.
Just about a minute to go in this first half. Pistol set, 2 receivers on the near side, one on the far tight end next to the right tackle. Takes the snap. Galloway will hand it off up the middle of the field and roll over a couple tacklers and manage to get up to the 15-yard line. And a timeout appears to be in favor of Northeast. Trying to get the runner on that.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised Warren didn't call a timeout when the offense started going backwards.
Yeah.
Just to calm everybody down, get everybody on the same page. And yeah, that's what surprised me on that one.
I mean, especially with how negative all those drives were. I mean, it's you got to try something, but maybe they're trying to run out the time on the half and not give them enough. But with that interception, they still have 50 seconds left and only 15 yards. They only need 5 yards to convert the 1st down.
Yeah, it's the first pass he's floated tonight. Unfortunately, the results weren't good, but I got to say, I'm pleased with the passing game overall of Warren.
Yeah.
We've been able to get some long balls out there and make some,
kind of bodes well for the future.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be quarterback next year. If it's going to be Charlie again, or he'll be back for his senior season, or what their plans are. But yeah, get some good receivers lined up and good strong arm.
Whole offseason, he can really form himself into a decent quarterback.
Yeah, go out and throw at the. hang the tire from the tree and throw it.
Throw it
throw
through
it
some
through.
trash cans.
Yep. Go old school.
3rd and 5. 50.4 seconds left in this first half and second quarter. Side saddle to the near side. Balance set, 2 receivers either side for Northeast, and they'll draw them off sides. That'll be a 1st and 10.
Yeah, they over-anticipate that one.
So that gives these 4 shots in the end zone.
Just over 50 seconds left.
Perfect amount of time to. I would say 3 plays and a field goal, probably so they have 3 shots in the end zone, but could go for it. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, it will be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Nose of the football right there, and shotgun formation for Galloway. 2 receivers either side. Once again, they had the running back as a side saddle, kind of pistol set. Takes the snap, drops back, looks to the far side, has a man, and that one is hauled in. Touchdown as a flag will fly. So we'll see if this stands.
Northeast players pointing at Warren. Warren pointing at Northeast. Find out here for a minute from the white hat.
Northeast motioning to the sideline. They scored.
A lot of discussion going on. And here's the call. Touchdown.
And the play will stand.
Oh, that was against the Dragons.
Against the Dragons, yep.
His 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Bryson Galloway. He's already over 140 yards. So the extra point still upcoming, which has been a point of contention for both teams tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, last time they went for 2 and just got it.
On the fake end around from Galloway, who is the holder. No shock, he was able to get to the outside and put it in. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is a line drive with a lot of authority, and it'll put them up 35-6. So with 45.1 to go, once again, it is all Northeast in this one from WRN, the 92 Gold.
A special thank you to our sponsors like Mattress & More to bring you Warren Football. Stop in for truckload savings on our biggest selection of mattresses and recliners ever. Mattress & More, where every season is recliner season. Located in Warren, PA. A special thank you to our sponsors like Rary's Auto to bring you Warren Football. Need your car door unlocked, your vehicle hauled to your favorite garage, any roadside assistance, or wrecked your vehicle? Call Rary's 814-723-6489. We will get you going. Go Dragons!
And we are back here from Northeast Pennsylvania. In northwestern Pennsylvania. Let's get real confusing here. They moved up the kickoff after the penalty on the touchdown. So first time we've seen a odd kickoff tonight. So kick from the 50-yard line.
Well, last week we saw a kick from the 3.
Well, Josh Benag really got a hold of that.
Yes, he did, as it hits the T in the northeast in the end zone.
Yeah, last week we saw him kick from the 13. Well, John, it's not getting any better. 22-7 in the second. Farrell over Cathedral Prep. The other games still 8-0 over Eisenhower. Franklin leading Lakeview 20-12.
You said Greenville was up?
Yes.
That doesn't shock me.
Conneaut 13, Girard nothing. Meadville and Erie High tied at 7. And Fairview in their 100th season, bringing that season to a close. They're up 14-0 over Titusville.
First and 10 for Warren. Ball at the 20-yard line after the touchback. Under center, Blum. In the I formation. Snap, he'll hand it off to the near side. Corbett tries to find some space and does. The flag will fly as he finds a bunch of it. He'll get about a 10-yard gain, but we'll see where the flag is. This one might be coming back.
Yeah, it's probably a hold again.
So we hear the poetic masterings of Dave Engstrom's vest.
Yes.
And that will be
hold against Warren. See, this would be the time to call the timeout. Settle them down with the last 37 seconds. You know, you have 3 timeouts. That's the second time Corbett's broke a nice sized chunk of run, and it gets called back for holding. Then they just start going backwards.
I would argue maybe the holdings aided in those big runs.
Yeah, true, but you gotta get.
Although I know the theory is that you could theoretically call holding on every play. I know that's always
Right.
been the saying.
But maybe they bring the guy out who's been holding and give him a little talk to, and then send him back in. And
Under center, Blum, that I formation they've been loving all season. They'll flip it out to the far side, and that one's caught by Corbett, and he'll run that pitch about 5 yards. So on the student body left, it will be
should end the quarter.
2nd and 15, but as you mentioned, they're just to the quarter.
And with that, the poetic stylings of John Robbins 3.0 comes to an end.
How am I 3.0? I'm only 1.
You're 3.0. Pretty soon we will return to Tim, the voice of the Dragons 2.0, and he'll take us the rest of the way through this game. Currently 35-6, the Dragons head into halftime. We'll be right back after this.
Well, once we can get the audio going. Let's go with what was our thoughts in the first half of this one. We'll take care of this now.
Well, I thought it started off well. I mean, Northeast went down for the drive, then Corbett with that 49-yard run. And then Warren just started shooting themselves in the foot. The Northeast exploited the defense again, the right side of the defense, especially the secondary, took care of that. Then they just couldn't move the ball. They ran right into the line 3 times, and passes are coming, but they're still being dropped or tipped and underthrown and intercepted, and then they start getting penalties on themselves. And yeah, DJ, what do you got?
I think that one of the things that happened is it's what didn't happen early in the game. I think when we scored and then they scored again and we had to answer back, we failed to get any points with that possession, and I think that kind of set the momentum in motion toward Northeast, and they just ran with it and things started going their way, and they've been going their way ever since then. And it's just, it's that once you get to a certain point in the ball game, you start to question yourself, can we come back? Hopefully they still, they're down by 35-6. So that's a mountain of points to come back from. But, and I don't like saying this, but we've been down by more than that before, and they didn't quit. So hopefully they'll come out and, play hard and see what will happen.
Well, we'll toss it to the halftime show. A couple interviews right here on WRN 92 Gold.
To the Dragons Lair, where we talked with last week's player of the game. This week it was Aiden Corbett. First of all, Aiden, introduce yourself, your name, your grade, and your positions.
My name is Aiden Corbett. I'm a sophomore, and I play running back and outside linebacker.
Okay, Aiden, what type of runner are you? Are you explosive? Are you kind of the leaf in the windstorm runner? You're punishing her? How do you consider yourself as a rusher?
I would consider myself a patient running back, waiting for the offense to develop and waiting for a hole to jump for that hole.
Okay. That's Friday night we were on the Corbett 100-yard watch, because that was one of my predictions first game of the season, that you were going to go over 100. So we were sitting there like 40. I lost 2 yards, 42. All of a sudden you broke that one. So congratulations on, first of all, that 69-yard run, and on the 113 yards on 17 carries. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So what goes through your thoughts just before you know you're getting the handoff? What goes through your mind just before that you get the handoff?
I look at the line, see who's lined up in the gap that I'm going to run in, and looking to see what linebackers lined up also.
Okay. Tell me about that 68-yard run down to, I think it was inside the 20 somewhere.
I want to give a shout-out to Zach Barnes for having a great outside block. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten that yards.
Okay. So, do you get advice from your brother Johnny, or do you get advice from Aiden Egger? Would you guys compare notes on rushing?
Yeah, me and Aiden compare a lot. Johnny helps me out a little bit. I mean, he was a wide receiver, so he doesn't know a lot about running back. But Cricky knows a lot about being a running back, teaching me a lot.
So where do you see this team in 2 years?
I see it going pretty far, having Caleb going to be the starting center next year. And we're losing Jacob, though. That's pretty bad. But other than that, I feel that Caleb can step up, be really good.
So right here at the end of practice, I challenged you and Aiden Egger for a goal for next year, for your junior year or your senior year, whichever one you can do, or both. I challenge you guys to get 1,000 yards rushing. Is that obtainable?
I believe it is. With the line that we have and the upcoming line that we can have, I think that we can.
Okay. In your spare time, what's your go-to activity?
Playing trumpet, really.
Yeah. Band. He goes between band and football. He's a dual threat right there, folks. Okay. Future plans. Once you get to the stage in your high school career here where you're looking, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm thinking of going to lineman school and becoming a lineman.
So you're going to go from running back onto the...
No, to be an electrical lineman, yeah.
I knew it. All right, now the hard-hitting questions. Ready? Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Okay. Favorite football movie?
Blindside.
Okay. This has been the Dragon's Lair. Meet the player of the game. The player of the game was Aiden Corbett. Congratulations again. I'm Dave Engstrom.
You're listening to Warren Football on 92 Gold.
Hello, Dragon fans. Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. We have one more Dragon senior interview to do. He wasn't here last week at the practice when John and I recorded these, so guess what? He's here tonight. I'm here tonight. We got one more senior interview for you. Tage Wyman. I was going to have you introduce you, so introduce yourself anyway.
Hi, I'm Tage Wyman.
Okay. Tage, tell me a high point of the season and a low point of the season this far for you.
A low point of the season was probably when I found out I wouldn't be able to play football for the rest of the season. The high point was probably when we beat Franklin.
Okay. What is your fondest memory of your playing career here in Warren?
My playing career, I got to help them prep for Franklin and help them on the sidelines.
Okay. So with a deep and rich tradition and legacy of Dragon football, you had guys names such as Jeff Erickson, who went on to play with Rutgers, and Ed O'Neill, who went to Penn State and played with the Lions, and Warren Check, who was one of the best southpaw quarterbacks Warren's ever had, Joe Wozniak, one of the best running backs, Jeff Flickner, one of the best running backs Warren's ever had. How have you changed since you first put on the uniform?
I think I've improved quite a bit with my blocking and football IQ. At first, when I started playing, I didn't really know what I was doing, but as time went on, I think I improved quite a bit with my blocking and pass catching, and I think I did pretty good over the years.
And what does it mean to you to be part of this tradition of Warren football? With, like I said, it goes back to 1900. Warren's been playing football. So what does it mean to you to be part of this tradition?
It means a good deal to me. It's fun playing with all my friends and buddies that also play football, and I like to be part of all the events and stuff that we have. Get to be a part of all the friendships, the team.
Okay. And what does the future hold for you after high school?
I think I'm gonna go to college, hopefully major in a type of engineering, play some baseball.
Okay. What advice can you give the underclassmen for next season and into the future?
Make sure you listen to your coaches. Don't goof off when they're trying to teach you something, and make sure you're paying attention, and because they're trying to help you improve, and don't let them get to you. They're just trying to help you, even if they seem like they're being mean.
Okay. Now, two of the bonus questions, which are probably two of the hardest questions we've ever had to answer. First question, Tage. What is the best sandwich? See what I mean? Hard questions.
Oh, I'd have to say probably peanut butter jelly.
Okay.
I'd have to say.
All right, and what number am I thinking of?
I'm going to say 13.
No. All right, Tage, you are now known, and congratulations on your senior season. Thank you for being part of this football season and the past few seasons, especially with the Warren Dragons, the Warren Air High School. For the Coach's Corner with special guest Tage Wyman, I'm Dave Engstrom.
Dragon football on 92 Gold.
Okay, we're back here. Great interviews, Dave, and that was a treat to listen to. And right now, the Dragons would love nothing more than to be able to score, 29 points and tie this game up.
Yeah, I like talking to Tage and Aiden. They were two very good interviews. They are very thoughtful and very polite, good thinking, right on their feet. And, Tage, once again, is a senior. We'll see him in basketball season. We'll see Aiden Corbin in basketball too, but I don't know if he'll be varsity this year for them. One thing that we are going to be doing for basketball this year, I was talking to TJ about it on the way up. John and I talked about this. We're going to start off with a show. It's called In the Dragon's Lair, where we actually introduce you to the players on the varsity teams, boys and girls. We have 10 questions we're going to ask them, kind of find out. Hard-hitting, in-depth questions like we do. It just kind of gives you a way to get to know the players. We'll play 4 of them. I think we're going with 4 of them before each game. So tune in for In the Dragon's Lair, meet the players. So that'll be something special. You'll be hearing liners, return liners, and IDs from the players. Coach's Corner with Jenny Phillips and Coach Burdine. We'll be doing that again, just preseason, kind of get a feel for what's coming up with the team. And we're going to try this at the end of the game where we pick a player of the game. We're going to try and interview them right after the game. So we'll see how that goes also. Anything to add there, John?
No, you summarized it all very well. We have about 20-ish broadcasts, I think, lined up for this winter. It'll keep you warm while we're out there working inside the gymnasiums. I'll be at Casa de 92 Gold most of the time. But, we got a lot coming up in the winter. It's going to be fun.
Plus then we have senior interviews near the end of the season, so yeah.
It's going to be a long stretch, and we're going to make sure that you know the team. It's a lot of broadcasts, so you know who you're listening to coming up this winter. So it's going to be fun. It will be there will be a broadcast before the Warren Girls Tip-Off Tournament, but
December 2nd against Northwest.
Yeah, but the big kickoff will be that weekend. So look out. December 2nd will be the first start, and then be sure to be there for. I think went really well last year, able to get everybody out there and listen to all the teams.
Yeah,
But
joined myself and Nick Hoffman and Tim Giuliano for the call of those games.
Yes.
And maybe special guest appearance by John Robbins every now and then, depending on weather and travel conditions.
Yeah, weather last year didn't cooperate.
No, I don't think it's going to cooperate this year either.
No.
We'll find out.
Well, we can always hope, Dave.
You can either ask John Staley, Dave Adamas.
Dave Adamas,
Nostradamus, Engstrom.
What's going to happen weather-wise this year, but who knows? You know, that's...
So that's our plans for basketball, and just kind of keeping everybody on the loop and getting stuff, getting these interviews all taken care of. And I think it's going to be a very fun way to know who, like when we're talking about players, and you'll know them because these are interviews to make them known and just kind of get their feelings on.
Yeah, we know the players, but
we do, and we want you to know them.
Absolutely, I think you phrased it better than I could.
Because you'll see them out on the streets of Warren, and you'll be like, "I know you. Your favorite, what such and such was this?" Yeah. So, like you now know, Aiden Corbett's favorite football movie is Blindside.
Solid selection, I think.
I'd go. With TJ and I talked about this on the way. I was going to go with Remember the Titans, and TJ, you kind of guess where he's going.
Yeah, Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy was offsides, by the way.
See what?
He was offsides.
I don't know. I saw that when it really happened on film, and it looks to me like he was just
offsides.
Just after the snap of the ball.
And what's yours, John?
Friday Night Lights.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where we're at tonight.
Yep.
Tonight.
There's so many.
That in the program.
I also like Wildcats.
Wildcats
was good.
All the Right Moves is good.
Yep.
Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Yeah, for Ampipe.
Ampipe.
Ampipe High School.
Yep. They say legend is it's based off of Aliquippa for the most part.
We Are Marshall is very good.
We
with
Are
Matthew
Marshall.
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey's very good.
Yep. There's a lot of
The
good
Replacements.
ones. Yeah.
Replacements is very good with Keanu Reeves.
Facing
Hackman.
the Giants, Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Bad
The
News
annexation
Bears.
of Puerto Rico. I'm shocked we haven't seen that out here. If you're talking
The
about
Natural was a good move.
it's
That was
baseball.
I thought we were talking sports.
No,
we're talking football.
Oh, just
movies.
football. New
I was going
Rockney
to say, because I would have
All-American.
brought up Hoosiers as my favorite
Yeah.
if we were doing all sports.
See, if we were doing all sports, I'd say the greatest game ever played.
That's a great one with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, the golf
Yeah.
movie. Wonderful film.
About the, which U.S. Open was that?
1900
It's early.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bagger Vance was good.
Bagger Vance
Bagger
is very
Vance is
good.
All right, back to football movies. Since
Okay.
we're, trying to think of like other. But
Leatherheads.
Leatherheads.
Yeah.
New Rockney All-American.
Offsides.
What do you mean offsides? You can't say offsides after that.
All right,
Offsides.
on to stats of today. Bryson Galloway 6 for touchdowns, so half of his completions have ended up in the end zone. I mean, that's just the performance that headlines them all. They have 282 total yards. They're averaging about a first down per play. They're just a very, very strong offensive team.
It's like they flip a switch when they want to and start rolling up the yardage. That's kind of the impression I got. And it's that can be really, if you're the opposition, devastating, because you work, and we get a score, and then all of a sudden 2 plays there in the end zone.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough. Corbett is 9 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. Charlie Blum 4 for 7 for 75 yards, with 71 of those yards it came from just one receiver, and that was Sensenake, who had 2 catches for 70 yards. So big chunk plays for them, but I mean, coming out in the second half, it's hard. I mean, we've talked a lot on air, we've talked a lot off air as they play Sweet Caroline. The issue that I find is that we talked about it a lot, is the injuries this year more so than other years. They've had a lot of injuries, and I think that's kind of overlooked on how the results have been. They lost their starting quarterback. They lost now their number 1 running back with Egger, and now Corbett's filling in, who was the number 1 to start the year, so you do have that benefit that you had the 1-2 punch. They lost tight ends. They've lost. It's been tough. It's been a long, grueling season. Yeah, last year was as well, but they've been a lot more injuries this year. But wow, as Dave shows me, 38-7, Farrell leading Prep.
Go Cats go, right?
The only cats down there are the Tomcats, and that's
the Tomcats.
Yeah. But it's just been a long season. But yeah, it's been a tough year.
It has, but sometimes, the silver lining in that kind of a situation is when you face a lot of adversity, it forces you to grow, and you can either fold the tent or you can try harder the next time.
I think we've all agreed on this point, whether it's on air or off air, is that this is the right staff in place. This has been a very weird year for Warren, not just as a football team, but as a school, with the integration of the districts and the consolidating, and you're also adding in players from Sheffield, and it's a difficult, long, draining year. But these young guys, I think they've improved a lot, and I think they've got the right staff in place to continue building. But the one thing that we saw from every interview is that a senior wants guys to build a weight room culture, build a culture to continue to build and move weights and become bigger, faster, stronger, and that's probably going to help the injuries that we brought up. And I think Corbett and Egger and Blum and all those guys and the young linemen, that's where the next kind of phase of Warren football is. We got this result right now down 29, and the last game of the season is not what you want. But you went from 2 seniors last year to 20 this year. There is hopefully light on the other end of the tunnel.
Yep, it's a process. It takes time, and we'll see how things, roll out next year. But that's a long time away. Tonight we're focused on quarter number 3, and what can the Dragons do to maybe get back in this thing?
Well, they've been able to connect on some deep shots. The issue is that they've been 2 completions and an interception. So it's a really high-risk, high-reward play for them. That's what you have to live with is if you're going to win this game, you're going to have to play a lot of high risk. But here's the thing is you're 1 score away from this being a running clock, and we're out of here in 24 minutes of nonstop football. So that's a tough thing. I mean, hopefully this team, which has been showing all year, they don't give up. They play to the end. They play to the final whistle. Hopefully they do so and don't pack it in for the final 24 minutes of the year.
I don't think we're going to see that happen.
I don't think so either. But
come out and play hard.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I don't think we'll see that either because, we've yet to see it to this point, so we've yet to see it thus far.
Yeah, this is a beautiful setting, and if you like Christmas trees, we got a ton of them down in the one end zone there. Look at them all.
But right behind that is a very unique setting in football I've never seen, is a vineyard. Which is, I'm sure there are reasons. It's probably a little too on the nose to call the football field the vineyard for the Northeast Grape Pickers, but they got one right there of just
Vins.
Yeah.
Well, this is wine country, so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's right there.
We could call it the old vineyard.
Well, here's the thing: is that I've heard Ballyard Vineyard, Ballyard the graveyard. That's what they call Teal's.
Okay.
Yeah, because the I forget the exact name. I think it's the Shenango Valley graveyard is right behind the stadium. They call it the graveyard.
I like Oil City's oil field.
The oil field.
We called Franklin's the jousting field.
The jousting field, because they call the basketball
the castle.
The castle.
Yep.
Now, I think the best one was the House of Hustle at Oil City as well,
yes.
The basketball court.
Yeah.
I think Meadville's court is called the House of Thrills.
House of Thrills. I'm trying to think, there's not many unique.
Yeah, we're trying to get Warren's called the Dragon Lair type.
The Vet, Erie Vet.
Yep, the Vet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for more unique names for stadiums. Yeah. Big Dolinger. That's the one. That's what we call it at Prep.
Yeah.
Dolinger Field.
For TJ calling it the old ball yard.
It would just be War Memorial. It would be boring.
Yep. Now it's the old ball yard.
The old ball yard. Tribute to Pat Summerall. He coined the phrase back in 1973.
Yep. George Herman Summerall.
George Allen
Summerall. Sorry, George Herman Babe Ruth.
George Herman Ruth.
Well, I mean, I guess if we're talking about other stadiums, I mean, the Big House, the Horseshoe.
Yep.
The Coliseum.
The Coliseum.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Coliseum.
Which is nowhere close to this. It's a little bit warmer.
Yeah. I'd say just a little.
Yeah, just a tad.
Just a little bit warmer. Speaking of warmer, they're warming up now. Both teams are out on the field stretching and getting ready for the second half here, as it was senior night at halftime.
Yes, it was.
And they honored they had several seniors here, so the team had plenty of time to strategize, I guess, at halftime. And we'll see what the Dragons come out with in the second half. Unfortunately for them, the opposition's going to have the football.
I mean, this is the last, for these seniors, the last half of football most of them will probably ever play.
Right.
That's a tough conversation to have with your guys at halftime. You know you're down, and this is the last half they'll ever play of something they've probably done most of their lives, or at least the last 4 years, 3-4 years. The issue is that you don't realize it's over until the next day. You're not going back in the locker room. You're not going back in the weight room. You're not.
Right. It's an empty kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's strange because, especially at this age, you don't realize it's over. It's like, oh, we'll just go to the next day.
Yeah.
But it's not that. You got to come to grips with that. 24 minutes, and it's a tough feeling, but hopefully you completely grasp it before you leave that field and you give it your all, and leave everything you had out there, because you can never do it again. You can never run it back again. So.
Yep, leave it on the field.
It's like I talked to the team on Tuesday, went up there and let them know who the play of the game was, and I told them that I said the main question was, did you guys watch Jordan Lawrence run last week? I said you did because you were chasing him, but did you watch him? I said right now he's the leading rusher in 1,203 yards. I don't know how many he has right now, because they're I know Meadville is playing Erie High and they're leading, but I can't tell you how many he has right now. But from McDowell is second with he's 20 yards behind him. So it's going to come down to this game between Meadville and Erie High, and McDowell and St. Francis. McDowell's losing 21-14.
I was trying to look the other day. Is Bonsall going anywhere? I haven't seen anything.
I haven't heard anything about that, yeah.
He's quite the talent. I don't know where Jordan Lawrence will end up. I think both of them will end up playing at the next level. Normally what you'll see with those big yardage running backs is that they're actually better on the defensive end at the college level. They're really good athletes. Yes, they can run the football, but they're actually better as defensive players.
Right,
is what you'll end up seeing.
Well, it's like Drew Astorino when he played for John McClain. He was great on offense, but then he showed brightness when he was on cornerback defense for Penn State.
Yeah, it's interesting how this translates. I mean, I've known quarterbacks that have gone from playing quarterback their whole lives, and then they go from that to playing safety or kick returner at the next level.
Right.
St. John Lions and Carter Crozier are deep for Northeast, and it will be Lions returning to the 30-yard line. Blum kind of took a chip shot at that.
Yeah, he did. The returner would have got a few more yards, but his blocker fell in front of him, and then the Warren guy fell in front of him. So there was two bodies he had to try and go over, and as soon as he started trying to go over, the two other Warren defenders laid the boom on him.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for Northeast. The ball at the 30-yard line as we begin quarter number 3. The score is 35-6 in favor of the Great Pickers. This is the final game of the season for the Dragons. Northeast, I believe, is moving on in the playoffs.
Yep, so we went from the poetic stylings of John Robbins to the poetic musings of Tim Giuliano.
Oh boy, using that word again. Uh-oh, he had a wide open receiver out there, and the pass was incomplete. Otherwise, Galloway was looking at another touchdown pass.
He was wide open on that far side. Looks like he didn't completely run his route and let it flutter over his head. If he just accelerated through his route, that would have been 4-6 with ease.
Yeah, and there was another play earlier tonight where the receiver never turned around and had no idea the ball was coming to him. Okay, it is 2nd and 10, and Galloway is back in the pistol. Man in motion, and they hand it, and that is Crozier. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he's gone down the sideline and still on his feet, but they say he stepped out. I thought he was done.
Yeah.
Over by the sideline there, and then he escaped.
Yeah, Warren defender got an ankle, and the turf monster got the other ankle and kind of tripped him up on his way down the sidelines.
New turf. I didn't think they put the turf monster in yet.
Oh, he's always in there.
They find ways back into the
yes, they
turf.
Do.
They're sneaky.
Yeah, they are, and they make a lot of tackles.
They do make a lot of tackles.
And so now it looks like we have a timeout on the field. The whole Dragon team is coming to the sideline.
Looks like Crozier's slow coming over to the sideline, but it looks like it'll be okay. He's coming off on his own power.
So like I said, he got tackled by one foot in the defender's hand and the other foot on the turf, trying to move.
I mean, this is the point where if you're Northeast, you start getting a little, how long do we keep our guys in? We got playoffs next week.
And they don't have a JV team.
No, they're limited on the bench. They're talented. They just don't have a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
right. That's an interesting question. At what point do you start pulling your starters out?
Now.
I think once you get to running clock, you do. I think that's what they're waiting on.
Well, they're aiming at it right now. Ball's inside the 40 at the Dragon 36. They send a man in motion, and this time they're going to pitch and run left, and a flag flies. That was an illegal move, I believe, and this is going to come back, cancel that run. Making the tackle for the Dragons on that particular play was number 6.
Two men went in motion, and I think one was accidental. They weren't set once they start going in motion.
You have to be set for a full second.
I love these fields too, where all of a sudden you hear a train whistle, like Cathedral Prep. You heard the train. Now,
for the record, as someone who has coached on that field, yeah, I'm tired of the train. I'm very much tired of the train. As an away coach, as a home coach, as a guy who's practiced, no, I'm good. It's always at the most inconvenient time.
Yeah, but it's such ambiance.
No.
Yes.
No train.
We'll talk about this coming up.
I'm pro train, but anti next to field.
I'll mention this coming up here after this play. I saw I'll tell you in a minute.
Bryson Galloway waits for the snap. He's got one set back and hands to him. It's Ringer. Ringer bounces it outside, and he's going to make a nice gain out of that. Gets very near his first down for Northeast.
I forget where it was, but they were going to build a football field on top of a parking garage.
Yes, that's out near in Allentown.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Executive Charter, I believe.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Just the drawing they had of
4,000 seats is what they're calling for.
On top of a parking garage.
Yeah.
Actually, the most interesting football field I've seen is what's the tunnel going into Manhattan from New Jersey?
I don't know.
The Liberty Tunnel. No. Lincoln
Tunnel?
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
There's a football field right on top of it.
Ringer again, and he is fighting for that first down, and a whole bunch of white shirts come in, and now a flag flies, and they blow it dead. Let's see where they spot the forward progress, but there's possibility of this coming back.
There was a football field I saw in Alaska, which is right beside the Bering Sea.
Yep.
Right on the coast.
That is Barrow, Alaska. It is the only football team in the world to be above the Arctic Circle. They were just the Alaska state runner-ups this season. And they won a state title, I want to say, 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that football field. I'm like, that is an interesting configuration.
Yes. They're one of the bigger districts in Alaska. They my dad, who is the superintendent up there, that's how I know all this. The only reason why I know. Well, football up there just ended. This is their state championship that week.
Because it's too cold to play any passes.
Yes,
right?
and they start in like early August.
Okay, well that penalty was actually against the Dragons. It moved it up 5 yards. It's 1st and 10 right now inside the 20-yard line. Galloway drops back, looks around, and has time to throw it. Finally he lets it go, and I don't think that's going to be, nope, it's incomplete. Tried to hit his wide receiver on a crossing route near the sideline and just didn't have enough on it.
Plus he had a defender in his face, so it's a good.
Bryson has yet to complete a pass this half. It's all up into the ground.
A Dragon defense has been getting in there and kind of giving him some pressure, but not enough to make him force a bad throw. I guess that was the worst throw he's made right now.
6 for 11, 145 now, 3 touchdowns.
Line up with corners out here to the left and hand the ball off to Ringer. He's got some room, tries to get the corner, and he is out of bounds around the 10. Dragons sprung that out nicely. Ringer had some competition there to try to get that corner. He didn't quite make it all the way.
Ringer already up to 60 yards on 8 carries. Also has the touchdown, so he's having an impressive night.
Yeah, we're still on the Corbett 100-yard rushing watch. I think he's like 29 yards away. That's what I remember seeing.
Corbett?
Yep, 29 yards away.
Yeah, Corbett, Ringer, Egger, kind of cut from the same mold. They're not real big, but they're fast.
Yep.
And
shifty.
They're shifty.
Leaf in the windstorm, TJ.
Well, we got the windstorm tonight for sure.
We do.
Okay, Northeast breaks the huddle. 3rd down, less than a yard to go. Galloway in the pistol. Handoff, Ringer. He will get the first down. And coming up to make the stop, Chris Orth, number 11. Raphael also in on the tackle. And so they get a fresh set.
1st and goal inside the 9.
Another one of those old NFL things with This Week in Pro Football. They had a special on Daryl Monica, and with him on the field, Raiders were 1st and goal from anywhere on the football field. Because he was the Mad Bomber, and he would throw long, long passes, and they were good. Not so much today. All right, Northeast spreads out the receivers. This time, it's going to be a tight end, like a curl pattern, and the ball doesn't have it. I believe it might have been Clemente who fell on the football. It was a nice design. The tight end caught it, and then he coughed it up. Are they going to give
the
it
official announcement to Warren's ball?
Maybe not.
Nope.
I thought the Dragons had it for sure. They say no.
I'm sorry, TJ.
You saw the ball on the turf, and I thought Dragons were all going to fall on it, but it must be the Northeast guy got his arms around it.
Well, he's a big kid. He's got to be about 6'5".
He's a good athlete.
On here.
That little in and out routes become very popular in that short yardage set in football. Most of the time they'll pair it with a rollout to that right side, and they'll just match feet, and it works perfectly every time, almost unguardable.
Yep. Lattimore was the tight end, by the way. He's close. Did he get in? Some of the players are signaling, and now we have an official signal. It is a touchdown for Northeast.
2nd of the night.
Makes it 41-6 pending the extra point.
So no matter the result of this, it's still a running clock after Warren's extra point.
That's a tough break for the Dragons. I thought they had a fumble recovery there. Unfortunately, they did not. And it leads to a touchdown for Northeast.
Unfortunately, the ball does not bounce in favor of Tim Giuliani.
No, it did not. Not this time, anyway.
Not this time.
Did it ever?
Oh, well, I got to be part of a team that didn't lose.
Yeah, well, you said 11-0?
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
11 games that season. Oh, by the way, the kick is good, and we have 6:48 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Dragons are. What do we do?
Play, have fun.
Yeah, just
play, have fun, and just play the way you want to play.
I mean, it's the last half of football for, until you put the pads back on for HEDAC next
August. Yeah.
And if you're a senior, it's probably the last time you're going to play unless you want to walk on or be a part of a team somewhere if you go to college.
Yeah, I mean, the college grind isn't for everybody. I mean, coming from experience, and it's a lot. But I mean, if any guy 4 years you could ever have, you'll look back and you'll be getting. I'll never want to do this again, but you look back and love it.
Yeah. 8-yard line, it will be Clemente, and he's still on his feet at the 30. And they wrestle him down about the 31, 32-yard line. Dragons will start there.
Yep. Now just have fun and try and get Aiden Corbett his 100 yards. Try and have Charlie Blum get some nice passes going. Just maybe dial up that halfback option again and maybe get Corbett his first reception or passing yards of his career.
Yeah, I forgot to add this in the notes coming into this week. Charlie Blum was the first quarterback to throw a touchdown pass since Brady Sheen.
Okay.
You're just full of knowledge.
Parker never threw one?
He ran in for one.
Okay.
That's right.
That's the distinction.
All right, it's power I formation for the Dragons here, 1st and 10. And handoff will go to number 3, and that's Corbin. They stack him up at the line of scrimmage. That's the thing. We have had some nice runs, but we've also been stacked up.
Yeah.
That defense can fill gaps. They're starting to do that even better now. As what's the 100-yard watch there for Mr. Corbett?
27.
27 away. That will be back-to-back 100-yard rushers. First time all season. First time for a couple seasons.
If you could get that. Okay, they're going to send Orr to the near side. Clemente is to the far side. And they will go power I now. Charlie Blum waits for the snap. He will pitch. And Corbett lost it for a second. He cuts back and goes against the grain. And he might have gotten maybe to the line of scrimmage again, but no more. I think he bobbled that a little bit. And finally he recovered, but by that time he had dark shirts around him.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a bobble pitch. I mean, that's nothing you could do there. And back to the ball handling that Crick up in the pregame show. I mean, that's just simple things you got to work on. I mean, you hate to, because just time is so short in these things, to be, we'll get it next year. It's starting to turn into, the Corbett and Egger only have 2 more years left of high school football.
Yep. Twins out to the right side of the field. And in the pistol, Blum, he'll drop back, looks downfield. And he's flushed out. He's going to run it. Can he get there? I think he did.
Looks like he first down. Yeah.
Yep, he got out to about the 41 or 2-yard line. That should be enough to change.
So we've been talking about this all week. We've kind of been compiling a list of 100-yard or 1,000-yard rushers for the Warren Dragons. The last one we had was 2022, and that was Tommy Nyquist with 1,028. Then it went back 2017, Noah Myers had 1,418 yards. Kyle Kulka in 2014 had 1,167. And then we went back, Jeff Flickner, who holds the all-time rushing record for Warren High School. He did it in 1981 with 1,072 and 1982 with 1,700. Then we'll go back here a few minutes.
So no 2,000-yard rushers.
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
It's a hard mark. Very hard mark.
Especially when you're playing 10 or 11 games.
It's 200 yards a game.
Yeah, that's you got to be real good to do that. And probably the closest, I think shattered that was Journey Brown for Louisville, when he was playing down there.
That and Ethan Knox.
Yeah, Royal City, he had a ton of yards.
Then we head back into TJ's years of the 70s. 77, Kelly Allen had 1,645 yards. 76, Joe Wozniak had 1,659. 75, he also had 1,604. And there are some other ones I didn't write down on this. The information from the 84 and to 2004, all that information we're still researching. I know there's probably got to be somewhere in there some.
Dave, you should write a book on Warren football history.
Yeah,
I've seen it done. I've seen a history book like that.
All right. Charlie Blum drops back. They're going to send a blitz, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage, tried to escape, was not able to completely do so, and we've got a shaken up Dragon on the field. Identify who that is. He's grabbing at a knee. I think it's Fiscus.
Yep.
We'd like to thank our sponsors like A&B Heating to bring you Warren Football. A&B Heating, serving your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs since 1953.
Game on! And the weekly specials are on too at Warren Surefine, the area's only locally owned supermarket where you find the low prices you want and the friendly service you love come together. For all of your game day needs and your family grocery shopping needs too, come on over to Warren Surefine, where low prices and local friendly service are both winners. Warren Surefine, your hometown supermarket.
Austin Fiskus, the injured Dragon, is walking off under his own power. That's always a good thing to see.
He's back up and moving. So.
Yep, he was on the near side of the field and engaged in blocking and must have landed funny, but he's up and walking around. That's always good.
Hate to speculate, but looked lower body. So. Hopefully everything's okay. He's a wonderful athlete. We'll see him in other sports this year. So.
Yeah, and not too long either.
Yeah, he plays Dragon basketball, so we'll see him there.
So the Dragons are looking at 3rd and 10, and this time they will spread the receivers out as Charlie Blum waits for the snap, and here come the Grape Pickers to put another rusher in there, and they come back and blitz, and Blum lets go of the ball, and it's in the dirt.
Yep, underthrew him.
Tried to hit Corbett over there near the sideline, but just trajectory was too low.
Yep, he was wide open. Just, his pass submarined.
See, I don't think he gets many yards after that, though. There was a flying defensive back coming upfield to stop him. I mean, he was wide open. He would have made the catch, but I don't know if he gains an extra yard or two, maybe.
Nice fan base from Warren tonight. I'm just standing here looking at that. Warren fans travel.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them over there.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit low tonight, and then they packed it in right before kick, and nice little crowd over there.
Yep. All right, Charlie Blum will do the punting. If he can get set, and he does kick the ball away, but let's see where this is out of bounds, because it could be anywhere between 1 and 20 yards.
It almost did it right on the sideline. Looks like he got 4 yards past the first down marker, or maybe 6.
He was fortunate to even be able to kick that.
I thought he was just going to run with it. And
yeah, he was feeling some heat, that's for sure. He was the only one tonight feeling any heat. The rest of us are freezing. Although it doesn't feel as bad right now as it did earlier. Maybe that's because my hands and feet are numb.
Yeah, maybe because I can't feel it.
Standing on this metal that we are standing on.
Yep.
Should put cardboard down.
We are actually on top of the press box, believe it or not.
In the sky box.
Yep.
Right? Is that what they call it?
Yep, the observation deck.
The Dave Engstrom observation deck.
Northeast with the football now, 1st and 10. And the Grape Pickers, I would expect, with the lead they have right now, to just run the ball, and that's exactly what they do. And this time it's the quarterback, Galloway. He is still going 40-30, and he is finally shoved out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Minio was the guy who came over and made the tackle, but a big gain for Northeast by the quarterback, Galloway. And you guys said earlier in the evening,
that's why he's their leading rusher.
Yeah, he's got the speed for sure. He almost outran that entire angle. Because the Dragons had 3 different players that had an angle on him, and Minio was the one that was able to get to him.
49-yard gain. It looks like a timeout on the field.
This game is being live streamed on 92 Gold's Facebook page, courtesy of the Rouse Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations, specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation, personal care, home-based services, and children's daycare. Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org. We want to thank our sponsors like Superior Tire and Rubber to help bring you Warren Football. Superior Tire and Rubber is hiring at almost all manufacturing positions and skill levels, offering the best benefits for employment in the area with starting wages far above other employers. Open interviews held every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or visit www.superiortire.com/careers. Start your new career with Superior Tire today.
And we're back with Dragon football here from Northeast High School in Northeast Pennsylvania. Actually, we're in Northwest Pennsylvania, but the name of the town is Northeast.
Yes. It's a little confusing.
Just a tad. If you're from around here, not, but if you're not, it can be very confusing. Okay, they will rule the ball out at the 8, and so that is where it's 1st and goal for Northeast. Wait for a Dragon player to get off the field there.
If you're a Warren fan and somehow didn't hear the PA announcer and you're in the stadium, hot food is 2 for $1 at the concession stand. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Somebody might be listening to you right across the way.
I was really hoping I would see someone stand up and start running.
All right, and the quarterback, Galloway. Actually, that was not Galloway. That's number 7, Whitman, who scored the touchdown. So like a Wildcat play, they just snapped it directly to him, and he took off, ran for the corner, and got in.
2 for 11 and a touchdown. Not a bad night for Whitman.
No. Not at all.
36.2 left in this third quarter. So
I think everybody would agree, though, the guy that stirs the drink is Galloway.
Yeah.
Yep.
He stirs the cauldron. Smashes the grapes.
He stirs the grape cauldron.
All right.
I couldn't even tell you the first thing how to make wine, so I can't even make an analogy.
Benag kicks this one, and it looks good, and it is good. And so we have 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the score is now Northeast 49 and the Dragons 6. And I know you said have fun. I don't know how much fun I would have if I were trailing 49-6, but you got to keep your chin up.
Well, TJ, are you having fun right now?
Yeah, doing this.
Yeah, fair.
It's
then
fun.
here you go.
And I'm sure people are going to say something to me next week at work, and they'll say, "What happened to you? Did you quit?" There was some other guy on there, and he was really good.
Yeah,
he was our intern.
He was our intern.
No, just tell him we were rebranding you for a quarter.
Rebranding.
Subjected to the bench.
Oh, gee.
You pulled a hammy.
Yeah.
Well, one nice thing about this field is, like John and I were talking before the game, you get the football field right in front of us, but if you do a 180-degree turn, the baseball field is right at our
back. Makes me think of spring and warmer thoughts.
And we're standing on we have a beautiful view of the field.
And then the town of Northeast is right beyond the far side.
Yep.
This kick is going to be fielded at the 13-yard line. Tommaso almost broke a tackle, but down he goes at the 25.
And, of course, TJ mentioned the Christmas trees at the end of the field. And
it's not quite the Pines of Sharpsville.
No.
I don't know if you've ever been to that stadium.
No.
Have you?
No.
No, I have not.
It's the Pines. It's pretty cool. It's right on top of a hill right in the middle of a neighborhood, and it's lined, obviously, by pine trees. And they sell shirts that say, "Beware inside the pines," and it's a blue devil peeking through. It's pretty cool, but it's a cool setting. The football field is 4 rows in front of you.
Oh, nice.
And you're like looking, trying to see guys run out of bounds on the near side.
We played Sharpsville my senior year, but it was at home at Memorial Field. We did win that one. That's the only game I ever remember Sharpsville playing us in.
Won the state title in '94, with Paul Piccolari.
Sharpsville Blue Devils.
Yep, good coach, good dude. Sounds like they'll be extending their co-op with West Middlesex for the next 2 years in this kind of 2-year rotation.
Is that basketball?
No, football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what they'll do is they'll play all but one. They'll play West Middlesex homecoming at West Middlesex's stadium. They'll actually break out the West Middlesex jerseys.
Oh, okay.
And
the big red.
Yeah, the big red. Yeah, and actually, funny enough, I called their last season of football.
Okay.
In 2020, right during COVID.
I remember we did the game. TJ and I did the game in Corey when Youngsville played West Middlesex in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they were a pretty consistent team down there. I mean, they weren't super good, but they would build up every so often, go 9-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that game or that year they were like 3-5 or something. Like they weren't.
Yeah.
They didn't have a winning record, but they ended up beating Youngsville, moving on.
Yeah, they were a 500 team that were tough to beat.
Well, Fiskus is back in there. He's in the slot. And Blum will throw short for Corbett. He's got it and gets about 6 or 7. Actually, the tackle pushed him ahead a couple of yards. And so the Dragons...
flag on, I think it's going to be on Northeast.
That could have been a really dangerous pass.
Yeah.
Corbett was,
he was
getting lined up.
He was wide open to be...
I don't know if you saw it, but I flinched at that one. But see what happens with this call, and I guess we'll send it to break between quarters.
I don't see how it could be on Warren because they had 2 defenders on Corbett, and unless he somehow got a hand in a face mask or something, I don't know.
Or something was said after the play.
It's always a possibility.
They're still discussing it. And now the referee is about to indicate what happened. Personal foul.
Against Northeast.
Against the Grape Pickers, so. And that's the end of the third. So they'll switch ends, and we will be back with quarter number 4.
A special thank you to our sponsors like Mattress & More to bring you Warren Football. Stop in for truckload savings on our biggest selection of mattresses and recliners ever. Mattress & More, where every season is recliner season. Located in Warren, PA. A special thank you to our sponsors like Rary's Auto to bring you Warren Football. Need your car door unlocked, your vehicle hauled to your favorite garage, any roadside assistance, or wrecked your vehicle? Call Rary's 814-723-6489. We will get you going. Go Dragons!
And we're back here. Quarter number 4. Dragons are lined up in the power I formation. Charlie Blum gets the snap, pitches out. And Corbett will go with a reverse to Clemente. Clemente down the sideline. Tommaso Clemente in a foot race. And he is finally knocked out of bounds. Let's see where. We got a penalty marker on the field, and I'm going to guess that's a hold. But
Judging by where it's at, yes.
And Clemente showed his speed
Little
right there.
gadgetry.
Nice reverse. It was executed well. Maybe if we held, then it wasn't.
But I don't know what the hold would be because it was the only person over here was Corbett, and he handed the ball off to Clemente. And there's no reason for him to hold the defender because the play went the other way.
Well, we're going to find out here in a second.
So Meadville leads Erie High 21-16. Conneaut leads Girard 20-0. Fort LaBeouf 35. Mercier's Prep 16. Harbor Creek over Iroquois 42-0. Greenville 27, Eisenhower 8.
The Trojans.
Cambridge Springs 39, Union City 7, and the game John has been watching, the Cats of Farrell 46, Cathedral Prep 7.
So where is that Eisenhower game at the Pasture of Pain?
Yes.
Okay, it's not at Snyder Stone.
Nope, it's in Lander.
The former home of the Teal College Tomcats, Snyder Stone Stadium.
And would Stone be the coach, Bob
Yes.
Stone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny story. My dad, his penalty against Warren. When he was student teaching at Teal, was assigned to Greenville, and the history teacher across the hall from him was Coach Stone.
How about that?
Yeah. They had some good teams back in the day.
He had a tremendous offense. It was so basic and so simple. He'd just throw the ball to the back, and they'd run student body left and right and say, try to stop us, and I bet you can't.
I have friends from Greenville, and they've spread it out more, but that's really haven't changed. I mean, Greenville, they're ones for tradition. They're ones for They had a couple down years, but now they're back up. They're a good football program, good football team now.
Yeah, you guys used to play Greenville, didn't you?
We had battles with those guys. They were good.
As one of my best calls that I've ever had, Teal won their first home game in years and said, G Vegas will be partying tonight. That's what they call Greenville.
Well,
G Vegas.
G Vegas.
Great tradition down
like
there.
Stark Vegas. Starkville.
And the Dragons now, they lose the football, and Blum falls right on it, fortunately, as he wasn't going to mess around and try to pick it up. So it's...
Corbett 100-yard watch still sits at 30. I'd like to see him get this quarter.
Well, now Dragons are walking. Both teams are walking over to their respective sidelines. Did we just get a? No, we didn't get a timeout called. The clock is running.
No, they're flipping sides of the field. They never flip sides going into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Sure, they could put time back on the clock. Probably not, but.
Okay, so they stopped it at 11:09. 11:09. And so now they're going to make them go to their.
All right, that's
ends.
a new one.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Ran
that
two
either.
or three plays on this side of the field.
Huh.
Are those plays now null and void?
No, they counted because the time ticked by, so. All right, well, that's a new one for everybody.
History is made in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Northwestern Pennsylvania, Northeast.
Okay, how many jokes are we going to make about
4.
We are at number 4.
Okay, then that's enough.
All right, in a
We
second
hit our
down-
quota.
Second down and 18, 19 yards to go for the Dragons. They have the ball at their own 41.
Yep, clock has been reset to 12 minutes.
So we're going to start.
Now we're in the fourth quarter.
Now we're
Quarter number
bonus
4.
football.
Power I. Blum, hands off, Corbett. And Corbett gets a nice gain on that play, and a flag flies at the end of it. He did get to near midfield.
Yeah, it's probably going to be against the Dragons.
We shall see.
Yep, against the Dragons.
Personal foul. Getting a little chippy, maybe?
I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of the way they always end their game. It's like this has been a good frustration, penalties and penalties and penalties, and I don't know. So the Corbett watch sits still at 30.
Yep.
Ball is now placed at the 37.
It seems like he would have 100 yards by now if it wasn't for 3 holding penalties.
Yep.
Very true.
First in the New York border. Or second in the New York border.
Okay, they go again with the eye. Charlie pitches the ball. Corbett hands the ball off, and it will be Clemente. He dodges one tackle, gets by another one, and is thrown out of bounds, and another penalty flag is thrown.
Yep.
And now we've got extracurriculars on the sideline.
There's a lot of extracurriculars over here.
Flags fly.
I think that one's on Northeast because Tommaso's like, dude.
Well, somebody said something. Was it something I said?
It was something he said, or it was a little habeas grabus out of boundus.
Well,
it's like you said, it's getting chippy out there.
I know you're breaking out habeas corpus, but why are we bringing in the Harry Potter spells over here for penalties?
Out of boundus?
Out of boundus.
It's getting a little chippy out there, and there's no need for it to get chippy.
Well, it depends on your perspective, I think. If you're losing by a large margin, you're going to get a little bit frustrated. And I can see, how that could happen, but you got to control your emotions.
Probably going to be offsetting from right here against Warren.
I don't see him pointing the other way.
And personal foul against Northeast.
So offsetting. Are they going to march it 15 one way and then 15 back the other way?
Yeah, the penalty against Warren was against Tommaso. And then the penalty against Northeast was right here on the out of bounds. I think there's a little pushing, shoving.
Yep.
Como Savine over here.
Oh.
All right, now we're ready to restart play, I think.
So it's second down, and
now there's a timeout for Warren.
15. And we are going to take a timeout here, and we'll be back. The score is Northeast 49 and Warren 6.
We'd like to thank our sponsors like A&B Heating to bring you Warren Football. A&B Heating, serving your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs since 1953.
Game on! And the weekly specials are on too at Warren Surefine, the area's only locally owned supermarket where you find the low prices you want and the friendly service you love come together. For all of your game day needs and your family grocery shopping needs too, come on over to Warren Surefine, where low prices and local friendly service are both winners. Warren Surefine, your hometown supermarket.
Okay, quarter number 4 underway. The Dragons and the Northeast Grape Pickers here. Final game of the season.
Final season.
Final
Whoa.
season.
Wow.
It's the final season.
Do you know something we don't?
No, I'm not like Mr. Engstrom.
Final
predictions.
season.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
It's the
Final game, everybody.
season.
I'm going to correct you. Final game.
Final game. Don't panic out there.
Final Tim Giuliano game of the season.
He actually just slides over his resignation.
After his rebrand.
The second question I'm going to get asked is, what were you talking about?
Yep.
I can't wait to see the...
Did you tell them all about your rebranding? If you see TJ in the next week or so, ask him about his rebranding.
Okay, power I formation. Dragons pitched to Corbett, and he pretty much, he got out of one tackle and picked up about 6 yards on that play. I thought maybe he was going to reverse his field. He was looking for whatever openings there were there.
Yep. The only thing I was looking for was yellow flags on the field because
had a bunch.
Yeah.
And mind you, the game clock is on the fast track tonight
so we're at 23 now.
Yards to go before 100.
Yes. Yeah.
Corbett.
I don't even think we had same player go back to back the past 2 years on 100-yard games.
Maybe you're right.
It's been a while.
So the Dragons break their huddle, and they will line it up again with a power I formation. Barnes is the fullback, and Aiden Corbett the tailback. And Charlie Blum comes back and talks to them and gives them some last-second instructions.
Little words of wisdom.
Let it be. All right, handoff, and Corbett gets inside the 40-yard line. That was a nice quick opener for the Dragons.
Yeah, I think what he told Zach Barnes is start the convoy. He's going to be right behind you.
Well, Barnes is he's a good blocking back. You see that Corbett, when he follows him, he does actually have more holes.
So the Corbett watch, we're up to 88 yards.
He
Yep,
did get
88,
the first.
so 12 yards away.
That would be a nice thing if he could
Hey,
get 100.
coming at the end of the game, we have our Mattress Some More Player of the Game, and also our Play of the Game sponsored by Warren Surefine. So stick around, we'll tell you who those players are, our final game of the season. Thank you to Mattress Some More and to Warren Surefine for sponsoring those.
Full house backfield for the Dragons right now. Charlie Blum. Well, they send Clemente in motion, and he settles in. Blum backs up, looks downfield, has a long time to throw it and decides he's going to tuck it. Now he gets rid of it, and he hits a short receiver.
Nice play.
And that is Corbett, I believe, and he's near another first down. Picked up about 7 on that one.
Nice play for Charlie just to go through his reads, and then just dump it off. John's over here spazzing about something. 44.
On the catch.
You can say that
yeah,
word.
On the catch.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt you. You guys were talking.
That was Barnes and not Corbett. I stand corrected.
Yeah, that was Barnes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to having a microphone.
I can tell.
Very odd.
Yeah, you're just giving me hand signals.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute, I have a microphone.
I'm like, say the words, John. Say the
I'm
words.
a little cold and my thoughts aren't working.
They send Sensenik to this side of the field. He's caught 2 tonight, 1 for a touchdown. Pitch out. Dragons lost the ball. They get it back. I believe the running back on that particular play,
25.
number 25, that's Wagner, Ryder Wagner.
Yep. And we got flags again.
Well, he was wise to just pounce on it. You don't want to mess around there.
Some jawing going on over there.
Okay, they're going to march backwards here. I do believe.
Yeah.
You don't like
signals. Go ahead.
Has he been tossed?
I think that might be his second. Yeah, I think that was his second.
Because I saw him give the.
Yeah, I think that was his second.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Now that hurts the Dragons in a lot of ways, not the least of which is it puts the ball back at the 48. And we've got to get to the 30 now for a first down.
Yep.
As the clock continues to tick here.
That does bring up an interesting question, and we'll have to ask Nick. Does that affect basketball?
No, I think it just affects football.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't know with him being a senior if it affected basketball.
They're going to pitch it and run Corbett to the near side, and they string it out and gang tackle him, and Aiden didn't have anywhere to go. And look at that, sportsmanship in action. He helped the defensive player up.
I told you, what a nice, he's a great young kid. Like I said, just talking to him, he's very passionate about the game, and so now we're up to 15 yards.
Only 7 minutes in the running clock. That's not looking great.
It is 4th down and a mile to go.
4th down and 1 Dave Engstrom. You lay him on his side.
What?
Hey, you're that tall, aren't you?
Sure.
Well, they need to get to the 30 for a first down, which obviously they're not going to attempt to do.
No, they didn't toss him because he was still in the game.
Huh.
So Charlie Blum is standing at his own 34 and gets the snap. And he has his kick blocked. Making the block on that particular play is Logan Lattimore.
I waited a bit too long on that one. He delayed, then tried to punt it. And the defender was right there.
That didn't fool his soul. I think he was trying to make it look like he was going to run, and it just didn't sell.
Yeah, he didn't get the soccer style, rugby style kick to it.
So the ball changes hands, and Northeast has it on the Dragon 33. Not position you want to be in at Dragons.
Northeast bringing out some new players.
Crozier,
they were yelling, "We need a center!"
Can hear all the way up here.
And And that about covers it all the way up here.
Whitman also back in at quarterback.
Yeah, Crozier pitches it, and looks like ball carrier is Castile, and he's going to get
about 6 yards.
Yeah, nice pickup.
I'd like to see Warren get the ball back one more time. Might not happen, but
well, it will.
Just because we're on Corbett 100-yard watch with 15 yards to go.
See what Northeast elects to do here. I would imagine they're just going to try to run the ball and maybe get a first down and, then run the clock out. As it is still running, we're going to hit the 5-minute mark here. In quarter number 4. Shotgun. And Crozier's going to roll to his right. And just as we say run the ball, they throw it and they complete the pass. And it's going to result in, I believe, a first down. And now we've got whistles everywhere.
No laundry.
Flag. Yep.
Flag?
Yep. It's hidden inside the yardage.
Oh, I see.
25, yep.
Illegal receiver downfield.
Legal man.
Back.
Illegal man downfield. That was against Northeast.
So, Dragons get a measure of a break there.
You can buy the wind in our microphones.
We can certainly feel it.
It's nothing like what we're feeling.
Yeah. No.
Inside the comfort of Massa Gymnasium.
Another month or
just
so.
over a month, yeah. Climate controlled, balmy gymnasium. Very nice atmosphere.
No one has invested in a dome up here yet?
No.
Rats.
Ha. Well, there's always Syracuse. We can bust it up.
There is a dome on the campus of Edinburgh.
There's a dome on the campus of Teal.
Crozier throws a duck, and it is intercepted there for a second by number 18. And that they used to have a sheet with that on there. It did not come with the initial.
That would have been the perfect time to intercept that, because that was a wounded duck throw and that was going nowhere fast, but just couldn't hold on to it.
3:42 and counting left in the fourth quarter here. The score 49-6 in favor of the Northeast Grape Pickers in wine country. And we're capturing the sounds of nature.
Trying to block out the wind.
Yeah, we are.
For your viewing, listening
pleasure.
And viewing.
You can probably hear it no matter what we do.
Yeah, at this point.
And so the Grape Pickers
3rd and 10.
Line up in the pistol, and Crozier's going to throw immediately, and that's just too high. He had a receiver just running a short out route and put too much mustard on it.
On 4th down, which should give Warren the ball back with about 2 minutes to go.
If they don't convert.
If they don't convert, thank you.
Yeah.
4th and 10.
Why you gotta be so cynical?
Well, is that a conversation you really want to have?
Nope. Why you gotta be so mean?
Wearing a nice gold with music.
As
David
Tay would say, why you gotta be so mean?
I didn't know you were a Taylor Swift fan.
I'm not.
I doubt it now.
Okay, you doubt.
Okay, here it is. 4th down. They're going for it. Crozier drops back. He throws. And guess what? It is a fumble.
They say he's down at the 1.
It's going to be a 1st and goal. He's got a player down. Looks like it is one of the Northeast players. There's a big collision there after the reception. And not sure if it was Minio over there but the coverage wasn't bad, and the guy tried to catch the ball.
So he caught it, but the ground can't cause the fumble, so.
Well, it all hinges on where did he land and where was the ball when he landed there. But they're still tending to the injured Northeast player, and we'll take a little break and come back.
This game is being live streamed on 92 Gold's Facebook page, courtesy of the Rouse Estate, Warren County's leader in caring for generations, specializing in skilled nursing and rehabilitation, personal care, home-based services, and children's daycare. Contact us today at 814-563-7565 or online at www.rouse.org. We want to thank our sponsors like Superior Tire and Rubber to help bring you Warren Football. Superior Tire and Rubber is hiring at almost all manufacturing positions and skill levels, offering the best benefits for employment in the area with starting wages far above other employers. Open interviews held every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or visit www.superiortire.com/careers. Start your new career with Superior Tire today.
Okay, the injured player is up and walking off the field under his own power.
So, if I was Warren, I'd just give him the touchdown. They're at the 1 yard line. Just give it to him and get the ball back.
I mean, I would try and stop him, but
the injured player.
I know you really want the 100 yards.
I do. I really want Aiden Corbett to get his back-to-back 100-yard games, and he's only 15 yards away. And
Kyler C. was the guy who got hurt. He's all right. He's able to walk off under his own power. This time, flags fly on this one, and it looks like Crozier's going to try to get in, but he's denied. Minio in on the stop again. Also in on the tackle, Parker Campbell.
Well, legal motion penalty, that stops that. Brings it back.
1:20 remaining in this one. I thought we were going to have a bad. Northeast kind of got the momentum and never gave it up. Warren's lone touchdown by Senseneg.
So we got some thoughts to think about who your player of the game is. I kind of know the player of the game for Northeast, but Warren, I got a couple guys running through the mind.
I'm thinking
play of the game. I know it. I have a feeling I know that one too, at least in my mind.
Well, Northeast will line up with twin receivers out to the side.
Should be about the last play of the game too.
And they're going to throw over the middle, and it is caught for the touchdown, and Northeast gets a late score.
Okay. Warren should get one more shot at the ball. And we know where we should go with that, don't we, John?
Let's give it to Corbett.
Yeah. Give it to him, let him run sideline to sideline and north, south, sideline to sideline.
Run northeast.
Yeah.
And guess who caught the touchdown? It was the guy that got hurt at the goal line, Kyler C., number 2. We have 36 and a half remaining, and this extra point can make it 56-6. I can't believe there's a new kicker in there. Yeah. It's blocked, and the Dragon player that blocked that was Minio. He shot through there like a catapult and got a clean block on that one, so denies them the extra point. 55-6 is the score, and the Dragons may be able to run a play,
maybe
or two.
Play or two.
Give the ball to number 3 and see what he can do with it, huh?
Yep. Give it to number 3. If he gets stopped, call timeout, give it to him again.
What's the official
88.
number of yards?
85.
He's got 85.
Yes.
Technically possible for him.
Yep, 15 yards.
I can imagine that's what they're talking about over there in that huddle. Let's give Aiden a chance. So here come the Dragons on kick return. Corbett is out there, I believe. Yep. Clemente is the other deep receiver. And this kick will sail to Corbett. And
they're getting the ball to Clemente.
Yeah, they give it to Tommaso, and they're going to lasso him, and then they pitch it back to Minio, and he is thrown down at the goal line. I don't think it's going to be a safety.
No.
But the Dragons are, first and all, a mile to go for anything.
Clock's going to run out.
Yep. They will not get another play off, and maybe that's best because we don't need somebody else getting injured, that's for sure. And so, 3, 2, 1, and the game is over, and the final score here is Northeast 50 and the Warren Dragons 6.
The extra point was blocked.
Okay.
All right, so it's our time for Mattress More Player of the Game. Stop in for truckload savings on our biggest selection of mattresses and recliners ever. Mattress More, where every season is recliner season, located in Warren. So, player of the game, we'll start with Northeast. I'm going to go with Bryson Galloway. Running touchdown, passing touchdown, a few of them. Field general of that team, so I'm going to go with him. John?
I concur.
Okay, and TJ concurs also. So, our player of the game for Warren then, who do you got, TJ?
I'm just going to go for the sheer effort that he put into it with Corbett, even though he didn't get his 100. Sensenig's my runner-up.
Okay.
That's almost split it, but Corbett did get extra yards, and he ended up in the end zone.
Yep, I will agree with that. So Aiden Corbett is our back-to-back player of the game with 85 yards, averaging 5.7 yards a carry. So congratulations to both of them. And that's our Mattress More player of the game for Warren is Aiden Corbett. So our play of the game is being brought to you by Warren Surefine, your hometown market. Warren's only locally owned and operated grocery store. Our play of the game, I'm going to go with Corbett's 49-yard touchdown run.
I'm going to bobble and catch. If he was going to be my backup player of the game, I think I'll give him at least the play of the game.
Okay.
To get that off the bounce and haul it off the defender and get a big gain after. I'm going to give him that one.
Yeah. TJ?
I agree with the catch, John. I think that was a key play in the game, and it was at early in the game, a pivotal moment. It could have swayed if we'd done some other things right. Maybe things would be different, but anyway, yeah, I agree with that.
So I just want to say, what a fun. It might not have been the best season for the Dragons. They did have that one against Franklin, but watching some of these guys like Tommaso Clemente play and Wyatt Stearns and Jacob Rutterer, Brady Sheen before he got injured for the season, made some memories